welcome to the channel. We're going to be starting up our second campaign together as a group. We'll be jumping straight in pretty quick in just a minute, but just to let anyone watching know, we are playing Dungeons and Dragons, technically 5e, but we're doing plenty of homebrew. You might notice a lot of stuff is different, or doesn't seem quite correct, but this is how we're going to be playing, and we hope you kind of enjoy it with us. So yeah, let's get cracking then, if everyone's good. First things first, welcome to Atlas. This is going to be our game world for the campaign, and we're just going to be jumping straight in. So, in the wake of the first god of death and his fall from divinity, this world stepped into an era of peace, strongly unified in reverence of those who faced death so that life could continue to survive. Now, 674 years later, the cursed region of the Chain Coast that was long believed to be corrupted beyond recovery is now known to be thriving once again. Here, in this beautiful yet ruthless coastal land, in the orcish capital city of Wargrim, is where we find three elves entering the large open arches to the prestigious Guild of Fame. And this is where we're going to be starting, just down here in the Chain Coast. And this is going to be our starting city, just there. So, let's pull up Wargrim. So, this is our capital city of Wargrim, and we'll be jumping straight down here, right into the Guild of Fame, which is going to be right down here. But we see three elves entering the gates of the prestigious Guild of Fame. As you enter, three of you kind of maybe don't arrive at the exact same time, but as each of you do arrive, you notice that the gates are open. There's no guards. Everyone in here seems to be relatively quite relaxed. As you enter, you see like a few people playing like a game of like almost like checkers on the side, just to your right, and an open doorway to some kind of tavern. You can kind of hear the sounds of laughter and kind of drinks being served and all that kind of good stuff. Straight ahead of you is a large kind of building that has two huge double doors that appear to be sealed shut. And as you enter, you know that you're due to see the leader of the guild, and he will likely call upon you when they're ready to see you. But as you enter, you do notice each other. Two of you, in fact, have met prior, but you each know that you're due to come here and form a new group of adventurers for the Guild of Fame. You're due to be inducted, essentially, into the guild. As you look around, you seem to be the only new members here, so you assume you will likely be placed together. Feel free to kind of jump in whenever you guys are ready. Feel free to give us a quick little description of your character, what the other players will see as you glance over at each other, and go ahead and introduce who you are, who your character is, whenever you're ready. We'll start with Dave, if that's okay, Dave.
Yeah, sounds good to me. So before you is a Tall, skinny elf with short black hair. He's got dark blue eyes. He's a male elf. Wearing an outfit of leather and robes. The leather covers his torso, and the rest of his outfit is like more like robes, like a long coat, like a trench coat or something like that. Um, and that is also black and brown in color. He wears a messenger bag across his chest, very tightly strapped, so that the bag is directly on his chest. And in his right hand, he has a cane, a black, somewhat ornate cane with a multicolored gem on the end of it that shines and dazzles. And he would nod to the other male elf and say, "Oh, hello again, mate. Sorry, what was your name again? I'm Vargas, Vargas Barrick.
The name's Kai.
Aye, forgive me, mate. Forgive me."
Hey, no, of course. I mean, we recently met. Is I'm terrible with names too, and I hold out my hand to shake it. Um, what you see before you is a short male elf, probably around like 5'6", pale skin, kind of lean. He has medium length black hair that falls just around the jawline, but he's currently got a hood up, so it can be quite difficult to see. Um, when you look at his eyes, it's almost got like a snowblind quality to them, although it's not white. It's more of a darkish hue to them. And clothing wise, I'm wearing, I guess it would be mostly like cloths and silk. They kind of like stick to my body in certain parts, but also quite flowy. So maybe something I can move around quite easily in. As we walk in, do people pay attention to us, or is it just kind of
Um,
like
yeah, I
ignoring us?
mean that there's people that are taking notice of you, not to the point where anyone's seen fit to approach you necessarily. It seems like they're probably expecting some new recruits today.
Okay.
So they're probably just curious. But you do know that elves are fairly uncommon here
Mm.
in the Chain Coast, and especially the capital city of Wargrim. They pop up every so often, but you know they tend to kind of keep to themselves most of the time. So it's a bit strange for three of them to just waltz in one day, but uh, you know.
Okay.
But Vargas will notice the female elf that's just walked in and will make a slight nod to her, a curt nod, and say, "Hello there, sister. Come join us. My name is
Uh,
Vargas."
Hello, my name is Saria. Pleasure. And you would see long white locks of hair tied up slightly in the back with one golden lock. In fact, I'll send you this as well, Dave, so you can get a better look. Her dressed in full plate with multiple the plate armor, sword, and cloak belt all have cloud themes to them. So you
Yeah.
notice on the belt buckle is a cloud, on the hilt of the sword's a cloud. At the bottom of the cloak is clouds like swirling up, with a bunch of runes that are slightly glowing on the armor as well.
Does the armor look used, or is it like new?
Mm, it looks well maintained.
Okay.
What was your name again, Miss?
Saria.
Saria.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Kai.
Vargas. Mm.
Well, it looks like one of us came well prepared, huh? I'd look down at
Yeah,
the
you look
armor.
pretty suited and booted. You been here
Thank you.
before?
Uh, to here, no. I've been around Walgrim for a little bit. I've been maybe a few weeks to a month here, making some money here and there.
As have
Um,
we. We came on the boat not too long ago. How long has it been, Scott? How long
Oh,
has it been since we arrived?
probably about maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, probably between 2 and 3 weeks for the two of you,
Yeah, we've been here for
for you and Kai.
a few weeks now. Getting used to the place. It's quite hot.
That
Yeah.
it is. It is quite warm over here.
Yeah. In fact, there's a lot of there's not a lot of people that are willing to wear plate armor around this region, just because of how hot it is, especially in heavy armor like that. But it doesn't seem to bother you too much. You just note that when you walk around the city, most people are wearing, much more lighter type armor. But yeah, as you kind of discussing amongst yourselves, you take another glance at that door. That it seems like that's where you need to be essentially through that door, but you can tell it's barred shut. It's up to you. Do you want to go check it out, or what do you want to do?
I'm not going to walk directly up to it. I'm going to walk for a little bit, just try to get a better look. I just kind of want to see. When you said the door's barred shut, is there any like locking mechanisms I can see? Is there like any guards nearby looking at it, or?
No one's really paying too much notice to the door. You notice as you glance to the side, the two people that are just playing like a board game on the exterior of the tavern. They kind of, one of them kind of leans over the shoulder of the other just to kind of glance past him and sees you both stepping toward the door. Kind of, squints his eyes a little bit, leans over to the other guy and kind of, there's a bit of back and forth talk. Give us a perception check.
Let's roll the campaign.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, is that me? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I gotta figure this out. Perception. That's a 12.
Okay. You want one as well, Dave, or are you letting Kai?
What? Sorry. What? Like, are we looking at these guys over here, or are we looking at the door? I'm confused.
Both essentially. You as
Yeah,
you
yeah,
step
no, I'll
towards the
definitely
door.
be looking around.
As you
yeah.
step towards the door, you just notice that these two notice you both stepping forward, and they say something to each other.
Okay.
But if you're curious, give us a roll.
No, I won't. I won't.
Okay,
I won't
sure.
give a roll on perception.
Yeah,
I'll
no worries.
actually, but I will actually just address them and just start walking over to them and
Okay.
examining what they're playing.
Yeah. So as you walk over, Kai, you pick up that the first one that saw you, the furthest one away, kind of leans to the other one and says, "Yeah, look, new recruits over there. Oh, you think they're gonna go see him? He's might be waiting a while." Starts playing more dice on the table. The other one kind of laughs and nods in agreement.
You do work here.
Oh, us? Yeah. I mean, well, you say work. I mean, we do odd jobs here and there for the guild, but
Are you part of the yeah, we were just looking to sign up. Figured this was the right place, but doors all locked up. What's that about?
oh well. Guild leader's a little busy today. He's got a bit of a disgruntled customer, you could say. Well, happens a lot. You'd be surprised. But if you're new recruits, feel free to go in the bar. Wait around. I'm sure he'll come find you when he's ready. Or someone will.
All right, fair enough. I suppose.
What's your name?
We
fella?
must wait. Varric. Sorry, Vargas. Barrick's my last name.
That's all right. Yeah, pleasure to meet you. I'm Philip. You probably see me around here and there.
Hello there, Philip.
But you ever want to play a game, lose some money to me, come play.
What do you play, guy? Just dice?
Just simple dice games, Take your
All
pick,
right.
really. If you want
I'll
to do
take
highest
a
roll
seat,
wins,
why
you
not?
want to do best of 3. There's It's all manner of things you can try out. So as long as you're playing for money, friend, I'm game.
On that topic, Scott, how much gold would I then? Because I don't have any on my sheet.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you probably got about maybe 50, 60 gold.
Back up.
It's not been cheap to live here as well. So you've earned a lot more than that, but you've had to spend quite a lot of it as well. The other two of you would have probably maybe about 30 gold each.
Okay.
And similar for your character, Keanu, probably about 30 gold.
Noted.
But yeah.
I'll ask him. Yeah, I'm down for a game. However, I'm not really too interested in your gold. However, I'll be willing to put some up for stakes. How about maybe you could? Do you know anything about what's going on in there? Who he's actually talking to?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know the name, but it seems like some type of like maybe like a digger, like a miner, maybe. He was kind of covered in dirt and just had a big pickaxe on his back and a bag. That's my guess, but Alisar's business is Alisar's business. He doesn't always clue everyone in.
Philip, who else then? Like, if Alisar's busy, who's the next one in line?
Oh, well, there's the handlers. If you want to maybe speak to one of them. I don't know who your handler is going to be, but assuming you'll probably find that out from Alisar when you speak to him. But I mean, feel free to have a wander around if you want. You've got Fleece, who's just on the opposite side. It's got a little stall over there. First building on the left when you go through the arch, on the left-hand side. A little bit further on from Fleece, there's Hilda. She can also help you if you're looking for I don't know, anything plant-based maybe. You got any? Maybe sell you some potions, stuff like that if you're desperate. Where's he at now? I forget. Where's Besmos? You know where Besmos is? The other guy says, yeah. You moved his shop. He's just down opposite side to Hilda. So he says, yeah. So you can go to speak to one of those three if you're really desperate for information. But honestly, you're probably best just waiting for him.
What were the other two names? Hilda,
Besmon, and Fleece. Those are the three handlers for this guild.
Since you were so willing with that, yeah, I'll play you for 2 gold, eh?
Yeah, sure.
Should we just call highest number out of 3 dice?
Sounds good to me, friend.
I'd like to
put him
pay.
down?
I'd say, yeah, like I said, 2 gold. If that
2
suits
gold,
you.
so, right. Okay.
And we roll in the usual.
Yeah, just use the dice tray and just goes 3d20s.
Wait, 3d20s? I thought d6s. D20s is...
You want to do
the
d6s?
usual method, my
I'm
friend.
fine with it. Do you want to do d6s or not?
Yeah, d6s. Well, it's just, yeah.
It's all good either way.
I've definitely got some distrust for people I haven't met before, so I'm gonna be watching them just to see if there's any funny business going on.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Sorry, this is the first time doing this. I'm trying to find the dice. What do I
Is that the bottom underneath chat? You should see icons, so D4, D6, D8.
Oh, right, yeah, I didn't have
D10.
my chat enabled. Okay.
That's my role, by the way, not Saria's. It's just because I'm clicked on her token. But yeah, cool.
I'll change that 2 to a 6 with my charlatan's die.
Oh, very nice.
Which is why I needed it to be a 6-sided die, because it doesn't say 20.
I don't think my rolls are appearing in the chat there, but I'll just read them out. It's fine.
Oh, did I not see it? I saw it on the screen, but I didn't see it in the chat. What was it?
Yeah, same.
Um,
It was 6, 3, and 1, if I believe.
yes, it's 6, 3, and
correct.
1 on my end.
So
And
13.
yours is. What did you change to a
It's
6?
a
10.
4, 3, and a 2, but I changed the 2 to a 6.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you make the roll. So does he. You both look down at the dice. Kai, give me a perception check. 24. Yeah. You watch. There's nothing too underhanded about Philip. He seems pretty straightforward. You think that he just enjoys the game and has money to spend. You suspect that he probably can kind of mess with the dice, but he doesn't seem to in this moment. He seems quite skilled with his hands though. He's got like a bow in his back and dagger at his hip and stuff.
Got it.
But yeah, he takes a look down at the dice and says, "Oh wow, well, both rolled high there. You got the second highest number though, so you win, friend." Slides 2 gold across the table to you. Double or nothing?
Yeah, go on then. Go on then, my friend. Let's do it.
Alright, this is the one. I feel it. Rolls the dice.
I'm just checking something. Can I do this whenever I want? Or does it have a... Doesn't say it has a limit to it, the charlatan's die.
No, do it as many times as you want.
I think you rolled D8s,
Yeah, I
Scott.
think you rolled the 8,
Oh, I did.
Scott.
Derp, it's the square dice.
Still don't see your roll, by the way. It does say
Yeah,
Game Master now.
I might have to adjust that between games, but you'll have to just trust me for now.
Yeah, that's fine.
I changed it to a 6, but I don't even think I can beat that, even with a 6. Was it as a
Yeah,
1?
Scott rolled 13.
Yeah. Wait, no.
No, you good. He rolled a 3, a 5, and a 5.
Yeah, so we drew. We have to roll again.
Well, you changed 1 to a 6, right?
Yeah, which makes it 13. So he got... Oh, yeah, he got 13, right?
Oh,
Five,
did it?
five,
Right, yeah.
yeah.
Cool. He says, "Ooh, well, that's close. It's second time. Let's go.
All right.
I feel this one. 4 gold.
I changed the 1 to a 6, but... So,
Oof,
I got 13 again.
13 again. He rolled quite low. Yeah, he
Wait, sorry, 12 again. I got 12 this time, not 13.
Yeah, he rolled pretty low there as well. He kind of snaps his fingers and says, bad luck today. All right, friend, 4 gold, there you go.
All right.
You know, it's getting a bit steep for me now, though.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. I appreciate that. Maybe we can play again sometime after we start working. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, like I say, feel free to enter the bar. There's, free drinks if you want to grab something, freshen up. But I'll see you around.
All right. I'll go back to the others. Sorry about that. Got carried away there. So it says that we go into the bar and relax there for a bit. Well, there's a couple of shops nearby that we could check out whilst we wait, I suppose.
You're quite a lucky guy, huh? To just roll up and win some money like that?
Oh yes, I love dice. I wasn't really interested in the money though, to be honest, but he didn't really have anything else. Well, not that I could see.
I guess what's the plan now? Then we just sit and wait.
Kai, give me Sorry, what was your perception check just before? It was
24.
24.
Oh yeah, yeah. With that 24, right as you saying this, you hear like a raised voice come from that double door.
Oh.
You can't make out what it says, but you can tell somebody's kind of shouting inside that building.
Is it like a one-sided shout, or is it like two people shouting at each other?
One-sided.
Okay. I'm gonna try and just remember like the tone of the voice myself, hoping that maybe if I hear them speaking, I can like figure out who was
Okay.
heated in the moment.
Yeah, yeah, sure. You'd have to get much closer to the door to really pick up any details, but you can tell that it's like it's fairly deep kind of voice. It doesn't sound like a fight or anything. It just sounds like an argument of some kind.
And I'm just gonna turn to Vargas and quietly saying, and I say, maybe it's best we come back a different day. They sound kind of pissed in there. I'd hate to be on the bad end of anyone in this city.
Oh, is that right? I'd say we stick around for a bit longer, right? Could I do something real quick?
Yeah. What you trying?
So, sorry, I'm trying to skirt around this because it's like one of those things that it's like, should I reel this right up? But I guess there's no way around it. You're all gonna find out everything sooner or later anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna summon Floof.
Yeah, he's going to be invisible, or
Yeah, invisible, and I'm gonna ask him to just go and have a look at the windows, and tell me what he sees in that.
oh, to the main.
Yeah, the main
Yeah,
building. I assume there's some
at it,
windows.
when you look at it, there's no windows, but when you look up to the roof, you notice that there's a
skylight?
Yeah, like a skylight. You know, there's like a glass ceiling. You know, like a domed kind of glass skylight.
I'll just tell him to go and have a look and
Yeah.
tell me if this argument gets out of hand.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, just to tell me what's going on.
Yeah, you sense him. He kind of says, "Well, okay, Vargas, I'm going to check it out." And he floats over there, though you can't see him. A few moments goes by as you're kind of looking around, talking with Kai a little bit, and then you hear psychically in your mind. You hear him say, "Well, seems there's a bit of a disgruntled miner shouting at, fairly well-kept elderly gentleman. I mean, pointing, shouting. I mean, what do you want to know, Vargas?"
How about you just stay up there? Well, I mean, just keep listening if you can hear anything.
All right. Well, it's hard for me to make out exactly what's being discussed, but seems maybe a job went bad. He seems quite angry with the elderly man. He seems, well, the other one's trying to reassure him that he'll make it better or correct the mistakes. The other fellow does not seem very convinced. Seems rather upset. But I'll keep you posted if anything changes.
Yeah. Catch some rays on the roof, my friend. We're going to the bar.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, have fun. Don't do anything I won't do. And you enter the bar, yeah?
Yeah, do you guys want to go in the bar? I don't want to
Free.
be. I don't want to just. Yeah, if anyone else want to chime in, go for it.
Sounds like the start of a joke. 3 elves walk into a bar.
Yeah.
You thought one of them would have seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Vargas.
Yeah. As you enter, you know, you see a little table to the right with like with somebody there just kind of welcoming people in and stuff like that. You know, there's this red-haired woman, like an apron and everything, and she says, "Oh, hi there. Welcome to the bar. New recruits, I see. We've been expecting you. Alisar will probably be with you shortly. He's just got a bit of business to wrap up, but feel free to take a seat wherever you'd like. We'll get you a few drinks on the house. And feel free to grab a drink and sit down, or sit down and the drinks are brought to you. You see a number of people in here, you know, all different manners of adventurer. You know, there's people with like more fighter types, there's more ranger types, a couple of more shady figures in the corners, stuff like that. They're all kind of they're not all fully blended, talking to each other, but you know they're in kind of a few different groups here and there. But they all seem quite lively, you know, fairly in good spirits. There's not much trouble in here, from what you can tell. There's a little bard just sitting on the windowsill, playing a nice tune on his lute. And yeah, you take a seat, and 3 drinks are brought to you. 3 beers. They don't ask for payment, they just hand it to you and say enjoy.
I slide mine to the middle of the table, away from me.
Yeah.
What a clear head.
Fair enough. The lady who puts it there says, "Oh, I'm sorry, my dear. Do you want some water or something instead? Do you want
Yeah. Water would be great. Maybe some like fruit juice or something."
Oh, not a problem. One of your friends can have the extra one then. Slides the 3rd beer over to whoever would prefer it.
I'm all right. Vargas is just sipping, sort of waiting, watching, like looking around at people.
The bard overhears and says, "Oh, you don't want that drink? I'll have it."
Play us a song first, a good one. Oh, what?
Do you offer him the drink or do you refuse?
As Vargas says that, I hold it in my hand and I don't quite give it to him.
Yeah, just like it's like let's say you play first, eh?
All right then. What kind of tune do you like?
Oh, something that's gonna get the bar going. Everyone seems a little bit, well, down. It could be up, couldn't it?
Okay. Yeah. We'll say he's got like a +3. He goes, all right, a bit of a challenge. I'll give it my best try. Starts playing a bit. You know, it seems quite. It's more of like a happy-go-lucky kind of tune. But he starts picking up the pace, gets a bit more complex with it. It's fairly impressive. You know, it's maybe not quite to your style, but maybe. Depends how you think your character kind of feels about music and things, but
he's just watching, quite interested,
yeah.
Interested in it.
Yeah, he seems quite talented. He's maybe not the best bard you've heard in the world, but definitely fit for purpose.
Yeah, so give him the beer, Kai. Give him the beer. You know, it was free anyway. It's not like we paid for it.
But he strums his last note and gives a very quick, slight bow. And then reaches over for the pint.
Give a curt nod.
Thank you very much. If you ever come back, feel free to throw me another one. Starts drinking. And, tunes his guitar for a new song. We'll say, as you kind of sit and discuss amongst yourselves, enjoy your drinks, maybe about 15 minutes passes, and then you suddenly hear the raised voices come from outside the bar over by that door. And as you kind of peer out, maybe take a step up and have a little look, if you're curious, you see one of the doors opens, and a figure steps out, a human man with like dark hair and like a big backpack on his back with loads of bits and bobs just dangling from it, and chains and things, and big pickaxe on his back. It's quite rough. He's covered in dirt and big bushy beard and everything. Seems maybe middle-aged, but he steps out. He seems still quite displeased. He says, "Look, all right, Alasar, fine. That's all you've got to say. Then that's all I'm gonna hear. Get this fixed, or there'll be hell to pay." And you see in the doorway is a figure that I'll show you. Here, you might as well just see what he looks like. Let's unlock this door. You see a figure step out into the doorway. You see elderly human with like a white moustache, like grey white moustache, like a white kind of cowboy style hat, like a white jacket, kind of pulled over with a tie, like a purple coloured shirt beneath the jacket, and like slightly darker toned pants. He just kind of gives a nod, seems a little bit, rubs his chin, seems a little bit annoyed that he's been scolded by this customer, and kind of flicks his hat and tips his head to him as the guy walks out of the main gate. He kind of breathes a little bit and sighs, and glances around, looks down at his wrist, and he's got like a little timepiece on his wrist. He looks at it, glances over, and he shouts over to the barmaid at the door of the bar and says, "All right then, anyone showed up for induction? It should be here by now."
That's us.
And she says, "Oh yeah, they're just here." She waves for you to go and speak to him. The three of you stand up and exit the bar, and head over towards this elderly gentleman. He gives a big smile as you approach. Kind of looks you up and down at your equipment and so on. And says, "All right then, welcome. Not often that we get a group of elves coming through here, but we're happy to have you. Come on, take a step in. Follow me." And he enters back into the chamber. Go ahead and take a seat just there on the side. Just
Over here?
Over by these seats, yeah. And he says, "All right then, so I've heard a little bit about you from your initial application to the guild. Seems like you'll be a good fit, at least from what I can tell. See here, we've got Vargas, Saria, and Kai. Missing some surnames here and there, but that's fine. Sure, you got your reasons. Seems you seem pretty good for this. Let me ask you a few questions first. What brings you to the guild? I assume you want to be adventurous, yeah, but what are you in it for? You looking for fame, or fortune?
Experience.
Experience, yeah, it's valid. Anyone else?
I'm in it more for information, if I'm being completely honest.
And I'm here for connections.
Hello. Sorry, bear with me 1 sec. My headset's just dying.
Again?
Where did I put it?
Seems like the guildmaster is a little deaf from the shouting match he just endured.
True.
Maybe he's just hard of hearing, and that's why the guy was shouting. You know.
True. Deep lore.
But no, your two characters look cool. I sent you a picture, Dave, on Discord with the full image.
Oh yeah, let me check it out. Ooh, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. That's awesome. So you got like plate mail and a long sword, is it? Or a short sword? I can't
No,
remember.
that's a great sword.
Oh, that's a great sword. Sorry. Oh yeah, you mentioned earlier you had a great sword. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it may look a little shorter than a normal one, but it has its reasons.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hello?
you can't see them. Oh, hello.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry about that. I couldn't find my
No
charger.
worries.
Welcome back.
Okay. Yeah. He says, oh, is this not charging? Wait. One second.
Yeah, seeing your art rate has got me excited to get something commissioned now.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I think I'm good. I might have to. I might have to give me a bit longer in a second, but we'll see. I think it's charging now. Okay. Yeah. So he just asks, if you're in it for fame or fortune, but he says, oh yeah, experience, yeah, it's valid. And for information, yeah, sure. How about you, Kai? What are you here for?
I'm here for connections. It's always good to know people.
Oh, all right. I guess what I'm really asking is, are you looking to make a name for yourself? Are you looking to make some coin? Bit of both?
Definitely leaning towards the coin side of things. I prefer to not be, known.
Okay. The other two of you? Feel the same?
I'm here to learn. I don't really care for, valor or whatever. Valor, is that the right word? No, not valor.
Fame.
Fame, yeah, fame. And
Well, we are the Guild
that
of
type of
Fame,
thing.
after all.
Yes,
That's totally
I
fine.
know you are.
Seems to me that you're a little bit more motivated by gold, and that's totally fine. Most people are. Things may change in the future, and that's also okay. We can always make changes here and there as you continue. But I think I'll get you set up with Fleece. He'll be your handler.
Sarah will speak up and yell, out of curiosity, if we potentially know of an additional person, can we add them to our group after this?
Oh yeah, sure. Typically, groups for the guild are between 4 and 5 people. But we accept 3 or more potentially. Just most common is 4 or 5 members. But recruitment's been a little hard in recent years. The city isn't too kind to the guild. We do okay, by all means, but we're not quite as successful as guilds up in the Reach or the Den. But I'm sure you'll fit in quite well. You'll do quite well for yourselves, I'm sure. Fleece will take good care of you. He's got a good head for making some money, and, well, he knows how to pick out a good job, put it that way. But yeah, I'll get you set up with him. I'll send a quick messenger. He
Sorry.
Can I make a insight check?
Yeah, sure. You watch as he says, I'll send a quick messenger, and he kind of twirls his finger, and there's a little wisp of magic, and you see manifesting is like a white owl familiar, and it kind of appears out of thin air through the magic, and he writes down on a little note. You can't see what he writes, but he writes something, ties it to its leg, and it flies out the door, and disappears. He says, once he's received that message in a couple of seconds, I imagine. Forgive me, I'm a bit lazy, but
Sure.
he will be ready for you. You can head over to his store. It's just round the corner. Follow the right-hand side out of the building.
Should be at that.
You'll see his shop. It's got a big sign. Insight check.
14.
Yeah. What are you trying to insight for? What are you trying to?
Just
believe?
making sure that it's all above board.
Yeah,
that,
he seems pretty straightforward. You can tell he's more of a he's not the type to focus on like paperwork and like thing. He seems more kind of lax and kind of easygoing. You can tell that he's the type to kind of put his feet up and enjoy his day as best he can, and that type of stuff.
Okay.
But
I will
he seems
ask
quite
it.
forthright with you.
I'll ask him if. So, if you don't mind me asking, what was that all about? Guy seems to be kicking up quite a fuss.
Oh, well, as good as the guild is, occasionally mishaps happen. There's a disgruntled customer, hired us for a job. Seems something went wrong. There was a collapse in one of the mines. I'm looking for someone potentially to go and resolve it, but most of our decent groups are kind of out on tests or missing. Long journeys, who knows? But
What was the mine collapse caused by?
well, we're not
Do you
too
know?
sure. All we know is that people may be trapped inside. People may have died. We had a group of one of our lesser groups accompany the miners while they were doing this, doing their dig site, protecting them, from gnolls and various other creatures that might try and prey on them.
Can I insight check him to see if he's holding any information back, or do I get the feeling?
Sure, yeah.
Because he did just have a argument with this guy. I'm sure he had more information than that.
Yeah.
What am I looking at here?
Could I
So
assist him in that?
I'll say.
Or roll
we
as
just have
well?
to do separate ones.
Do you have proficiency? Insight?
In insight? Yes, I do.
Yeah, sure then. You can either make your own roll or you can give him advantage. It's up to you.
It suggests making your own roll.
Okay, I'll make my own roll.
Okay.
Yeah,
21.
definitely.
Yeah, even with a 9, you can tell that he's not telling you everything because it's you are new recruits at the end of the day. He's not going to clue you in on every little detail, but turn this music down a little bit.
So,
But Kai, you notice that he's quite concerned about this. Even though he's putting on a bit of a face here and he's trying to play it off like it's not that big of a deal, you can tell that he's quite unhappy with how this has kind of happened and that he's now got to try and fix it somehow quite quickly.
so did this other group cause the collapse? Is that what you're saying?
Well, we don't have all the information. The only people who have returned from the mine are the prospector who you just saw leave, and a couple of the miners who were working on the exterior. gathering up what they've collected, I imagine. But they're quite unhappy, the mine collapsed. They're worried about the people inside. They have resources on that they need to recover as well. And I mean, they need it fixed quickly, essentially.
Well, it seems like you're in a bit of a pickle. Maybe we could. I know you said we should go meet our handler, but maybe you could. I know we're new, but it gives us a chance to prove ourselves. You said you're short-handed, so if we were to go down, and
Well,
just
I mean,
maybe not.
You know what?
I can't help. Oh,
You are bold, I'll give you that. Normally this would be reserved for a C rank group. You're all kicking things off at D rank. But you know what? It's a bit of an emergency. I'll make an exception. Sure. He kind of pauses for a moment and kind of puts a finger to his head, and you see the owl fly back into the room, land on like a little perch, and he writes up another note, ties it back, and says, "Off you go." And flies back and says, "Fleece will have the details. He'll get everything set up." But for the time being, you got any questions for me?
Well, now you've agreed for us to do the job, I think you should be forthcoming with the information. I feel like there's some things you're not telling us. If it's just a collapse, surely the miners themselves are the best to do the job. Like, what are they expecting you to do?
Only a few of them made it out. They don't have the correct equipment. They can whack a pickaxe at the collapsed tunnel for as long as they want. They're not going to get very far. They need people there. They also need people to protect them. The area is infested with gnolls and various other monsters, creatures. Not a place for a common miner.
I'm not exactly the digging type myself.
Well, don't worry too much about that. Whoever I'm putting on this job will be giving you a bit of upfront gold to hire out a delver bot. You're gonna need something that can really, make some progress getting through that collapsed tunnel.
All right.
This will all come out of the guild's expense, of course.
I mean, it sounds like easy work to me.
Gonna bite me in the ass eventually when finances come up, but gotta do what you gotta do. Wife will
Vargas
be
looks
happy.
a little nervous. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just say Vargas looks a little nervous, but yeah.
Sarah will go and to say, I actually might know of a decent delver bot to buy for this as well, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Fair enough. That seems okay to me then. I mean, you'll get the money up front regardless, whether you spend it on a more expensive one or a cheaper one. That's up to you. Just bear in mind, if you save some money up front by buying something a little bit more rudimentary, then might come back to bite you in the end, or it might slow you down, is what I'm trying to say.
I'm very much sure it would, but I'm quite confident in the one I'm thinking about there.
Fair enough. But yeah, other than that, I mean, let's see. He kind of steps up for a moment and goes over to the desk on the other side of the room, looks through a few papers, and he says, okay. So we got four members of the guild who accompanied the miners. There's probably about, I think it was a group of about 15 miners who went there. 4 of them returned, so there should be 11 people potentially trapped inside with 4 guild members. The guild members are C rank, so we do wish for you to prioritize the well-being of anyone left inside. Essentially what this will be is this will be a rescue and recovery mission. You are to rescue any people trapped inside and recover any remains, people that have died, and recover any of the remaining resources inside, gemstones in particular. Hopefully that customer will, well, be happy with that. But yeah, you'll be given money for a Delver bot and a wagon, something that you can use to transport what you do find back to the city. In terms of the location, it's about a little under 2 days northward, up near one of the nearby mountainsides.
So, considering this is a rescue mission, we should be probably heading out fairly soon then, if time is of the essence.
As soon as you can, yeah. I'd love to be able to reassure the customer that, that we're on it.
Okay, so as soon as we get the money, we'll head straight to the place where I know what the Delver bot is, that I believe is worth purchasing.
Okay then. Well, I'm glad you turned up today. Hopefully you get this sorted, and hey, you'll definitely be in my good graces if you pull this off. So I wish you the best of luck. Any final questions before I send you on your way? Go meet Fleece.
I got a lot of questions.
Fire away.
Where is this mine? What are you expecting in the mine?
Like I said, it's about 2 days northward. Fleece will give you an exact location.
Okay.
When you meet your handler, he'll give you some equipment. He'll give you a map of the chain coast. He'll specify exactly where on that map you need to head to. As for what's inside, well, I mean, I haven't been there, but according to the miner, it's just tunnels, gemstones, and trapped people, potentially injured or dead. Again, as for the cause of the collapse, it's unknown. Customer seems to want to blame us, but, well, I mean, these things happen, right? You know? You mine out a tunnel, someone doesn't put up a brace in the right spot, and boom, you know. For all we know, it could be gnolls or goblins or, you know, anything. It could have sabotaged the dig site, but
And you said that this is a rescue operation, so like you want us to get everyone out.
First and foremost, yes.
Recover. Okay, and second most, you want us to find out what caused it.
But well, I put that as objective number 3. Number 1, rescue. Number 2, recovery, which will be any bodies, any resources, gemstones for the client. And number 3, investigating what exactly happened.
Okay.
But yeah, that's where we're at. I'd love to be able to give you more information, but well, I mean, we're trying. We need to get this resolved as quickly as possible, and we don't have the luxury of sending out scouts to investigate.
Understood. All right then. Well, as Sadia said, that we should probably get on the move then.
All right then. We'll head on out. Tell you what, follow my familiar. She'll guide you over to Fleece's shop. The owl kind of gives a hoot and flaps its wings and flies out of the door. He gestures for you to exit with his arm. Gives you a tip of the hat. Says, "It was a pleasure meeting you today. I hope we continue to benefit each other greatly in the future."
What was this guy's name again? Was it Aramis? Or have I got
my name's Alisar, friend. Alisar.
Yeah,
Falk.
Alisar.
On.
Indeed.
As we're leaving, if you don't mind, I'd like to just take a last-minute look around. I just want to see if there's, anything, notes, special booklets, anything that just catches my eye. Just this interesting.
Sure, yeah. Give us a perception check.
19.
You take a look around as you leave, and you see loads of paperwork and stuff on his desk. Stacked. Some of it's stacked neatly, some of it's a bit scattered, but you wouldn't be able to see what's on it unless you
Mhm.
stand right over it and read it. But and one thing you do notice is there's plenty of books and chairs and decor in here is fairly good, considering the normal standard of the Chain Coast. But it's nothing too wealthy or noble or anything. But you notice that there's touches here and there that are quite feminine, like flowers and like a knitted kind of toy, like a stuffed animal, some type of stuffed animal. You can't quite tell what it is, but it's like over on one of the desks, and you get a glance of a portrait, like an artist's painting, in like a little small desk framed picture, essentially. You can tell that Alisar is in the picture because you only get a quick glance at it. You see Alisar in the picture, and you see a woman with some type of blue skin standing beside him. But you can't quite make out the details enough to potentially identify her or anything though.
Okay.
But yeah, as you all leave, he tips his hat to you and closes the door.
So I guess that's it, huh? Are we members of the guild?
Thought
Seems a
there was
little-
going to be trumpets and fanfare.
Something a little more than
Well,
have a good day, you know?
I just hope he's not throwing us into a fucking pit here, right?
Honestly, I much rather prefer this. I much rather go quietly than have a big commotion.
I agree, but
You hear
yeah,
the owl begin to hoot at you from the corner of a building, just over here. It's just perched here, and it's like hooting at you for you to follow it. As you approach,
Alright.
it flies down this way
I'll tell my little floof
and around this
to
corner.
come and just in fact he'll disappear. He'll come back to me and disappear.
Yeah. As you
And I'll also give him a little slap and say,
What the fuck was that about? You're supposed to let me know something was going on. They fucking walked out. He didn't say anything.
all right,
What?
Vargas. I mean, I'm not sure what you wanted me to do. I mean, I was
Tell me what's
listening,
going on,
and
that's all.
not much happened, and then you entered.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I would have. I assure you, I would have let you know if there was any danger.
Dip
Of
it.
course. Okay. Fair enough. The
Is this happening in your head, like psychically?
"Yeah, this
or-
is in
Oh,
my."
okay.
This is in
Okay.
his head. Sorry, I should have
No, you're good.
said that beforehand.
yeah. But yeah, the owl kind of flies around here. You see like a big, like almost open market area, and there's all sorts of stuff being sold here. From food to like, basic, like furniture and all sorts of stuff. But it flies over and perches above this door. Sorry, I'll just be right back. Give me one sec.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang on, did you say you poofed your familiar away?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Hit him with the okay, good. I mean, he was invisible the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's invisible.
Or it. Sorry.
It's not an imagination. Yeah, it's totally not. Just in my head.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I'm back.
But just invisible, guys. I swear he's here. Don't you hear him?
Just like heat. You just live in a fever dream. This place isn't even real.
This is heat.
Everyone good?
I
Yeah.
keep wanting
Yeah,
to go back into the
I
Carloki
said
voice.
that Saria will rap her knuckles on the door a couple times,
Cool.
knocking.
You don't hear a response, but the owl kind of kind of nudges towards you to kind of say like just go in, you know. But
Okay,
you open the
Saria
door.
will open. Yeah.
As you enter, you see a quite small store, like a table in the centre with a bunch of books on a bookshelf, a few side tables with trinkets on them and glass cases, and like a little bit of a raised step up to a wooden desk that curves through the corners. Candlelight in like a burner on the side that gives a little bit of light, and another candle in the central table. And you see a small figure in like almost like a suit kind of get up with like bags and straps all over him, a bunch of leather and stuff all through the outfit, and a large top hat on his head, big green spiked ears, and as he looks over his shoulder, you see the big toothy grin of a goblin, bright yellow eyes, and
Have I ever seen a goblin before?
oh yeah, you would have seen plenty.
Oh,
There's,
okay.
there's quite a lot in the Chain Coast.
Okay, yeah.
They're not quite as common as orcs are here, but they're close. You know, you get civilized goblins and like much more savage ones. So this one seems fairly civilized from what you could tell just by his appearance and where he's working, I guess.
Hello there. We've been sent by Alistar to pick up money and get information about this mining job.
Yeah, all right, sure. My name is Fleece. I received Alistar's got a couple of little notes there. But yeah, new recruits, eh? Happy to have you. I mean, I'll be your handler, so sure we'll be working together for a little while, eh?
Well, hopefully, that's the plan.
Yeah. So I'm sure you got your questions, eh? But first things first, I'm gonna get you some equipment, okay? Well, let's get you your guild emblems first. He kind of steps off the stool from what he was working on. And if you glance at the table, you see some type of like designs. Like it looks like he's trying to design something to build, maybe. It's hard to tell exactly what it is. It's pieces of something bigger. But he opens up one of the side cupboards, unlocks it, opens it up, reaches inside and pulls out these three guild emblems. They essentially look like a little medallion with a gold coin on it with the letter F engraved into it. It's not an actual gold coin, but it represents one anyway. But there is a fair amount of gold built into the actual emblem regardless. But he hands them over to you, one to each of you. And he says...
I'll just inspect it with my hand and look at it.
Seems very well made. Seems magical to you as well. You can pick up that pretty quickly. It's not like a powerful object, but it's got magical essence to it.
How large? Like the size of a coin, or like the size?
Just enough to fit in your hand, like a little bit. You don't have to stretch your hand to hold it, but like about the size of your palm, basically.
Okay.
And it's like you can wear it around your neck, or you can tie it around your wrist, or whatever. But he says, all right, so these will be your guild emblems. They have a few different functions. One, they'll get you into places that you wouldn't be able to otherwise. Certain people will give you free things because you're a member. You show them the guild emblem, they'll likely be much more accommodating for you. But the core function of them, really, is, well, they kind of act a little bit like recording devices. Only if you choose to use them, of course. You don't have to. They're not always on. If you do want to turn them on, you just need to run your finger over the F on the engraving. It'll light up, give a little bit of a flash, and then you'll know that it's recording.
Do I believe him that they're not always recording?
Give us an insight check.
Sarah will also do
Yeah,
that. Is
sure.
she?
Yeah.
He continues a little bit though. He says they pick up audio, visual
Nice.
feedback. They work almost like an arcane sensor, if you will. 22, yeah,
18.
and 18.
Nice.
Yeah, he seems pretty straight up front about it. If anything, you think that it would probably be well, I don't know what you would prefer, if you think it's more sus if it was always on or not, but the fact that you can turn them off says something as well.
Mhm.
If you understand what I'm saying there. And he says yeah, you pick up audio, visual. You know, you can use them if you wish to. It's recommended that you turn them on if any unforeseen circumstances occur. If you know, big monster shows up, stops you from completing a job, then you know we've got something to back up your word. Or you know, if you slay that monster, then the guild might pay you some extra money. You know, like think of it like a bonus if you do something extra.
What if we don't?
You
What
don't
if
have
we
to.
fucking?
It just helps you if you do.
What if we encounter a big monster? We tell you there's a big monster in that cave. It's gonna fuck us up. We're not cut out for it. You need to send someone better. And
Well,
you
sure.
say, "Oh, I don't believe you. You should have pressed your little button."
Well, it's up to you to kind of provide ample proof. You know, for example, let's say you bring back one of its claws. You know, and we can identify that, and then we know that we know what that creature is. We can assign someone to go kill it, whatever. But
Okay.
easiest way for us to do that is just have a look at your emblems, and but you know what the guild know doesn't hurt it. So you know, you want to slide a little extra off the side here and there on jobs, and you know, if you do something a little bit more, let's say, unbefitting of a guild member, then just make sure they're turned off, okay?
So it's like constantly transmitting. It's not like something we
No,
can
no,
record,
no,
look
no.
at ourselves, then delete.
Oh no, not at all. The way it works is whether you've got it turned on or not determines whether it will record. It's stored inside the emblem. If you lose it, what's been recorded is lost too. We can only inspect it when you hand it over to us and allow us to do so. We know the method to do it. We're not going to tell you that because you may be able to manipulate it. Who knows? But you know, guild has its reasons.
All right. And
But
one
it's
more
optional.
question.
You don't have to use it if you don't want to. But generally speaking, it will benefit you if you do. Especially in those circumstances where you need to prove certain events that may be more kind of hard for people to believe normally. Pops up every now and again with the guild, you know. Everyone's always going to believe you when you say you killed this big monster, you know. But you know,
Right,
it comes
never
down
mind.
to your
You
name.
answered
You know,
my
like
question.
if once you become a bit more well known and your fame gets built up, if you get known for doing those types of deeds, then you probably won't need to record yourself killing a big monster. They'll believe you because you got the reputation to prove it.
Right.
But you know, you're new members, so I recommend that you do use it. Okay. But anyway, that's your guild emblems. I'll get you some equipment. Here we go. opens up one of his tables again, pulls out 3 adventuring packs. Essentially, it'll have like a bedroll, some rope, and bits and bobs for you to use on your travels, a few rations, stuff like that. Hands them over to you free of charge. You can just add an item into your equipment that just says Adventurer's Pack.
Okay.
And you whenever you come back to the guild, you can replenish what that pack has. They don't charge you for that stuff. It's like one of the perks of it. But yeah. He says, feel free to come back, do your upkeep on your packs if you need more equipment, anything like that. I'm the person you'd come to. But yeah, I'll be managing what jobs you get offered, things like that. We'll be discussing what you prefer over time. Alisar mentions that you may be a little bit more driven by money than fame, but that's okay, so am I. I do love a bit of coin here and there. Especially if you find me a nice magic item. Oh, yeah, I'll buy that right off you if you're selling. But yeah, I can help you out in many different ways. Identifying things, I can, got a good bit of knowledge in my head here and there, especially around the Chain Coast. So yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll be good friends.
On the topic of that, can you shed us any additional information about the mine that we're heading to?
Yeah, well, I mean, I assume that Elisar's probably giving you most of the information, but as far as I'm aware, he's kind of giving me probably the same info. Potential trapped guild members, miners, resources inside. Hey, gemstones. Hey, you want some gemstones? Slide a bit off the side if you got your cameras off. Maybe I'll pinch a few if you bring it to me first. Hey, no. All right then. Never mind.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah,
or
sure.
go off my earlier roll.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just want to know if he's like, I don't know, trying to be tricky about it. Is he trying to catch us breaking rules, or is he like
okay,
legit?
Sure, yeah.
Am I rolling again?
Mhm.
14.
14. He seems pretty he seems just kind of himself, if you will. Like he's got no, he doesn't have much of a filter. When it comes to stuff like that, so you can tell that he's not trying to trap you or trick you or anything like that. He's basically just saying, hey, look, if you want to operate in a bit more of a selfish way, and kind of reap some extra rewards because you feel like you're entitled to them, then he's not gonna report you or anything. He'll simply ask that he can benefit as well.
Okay.
But you get the impression that he's a bit of a shady character. He's a bit selfish, but not to the point where he would like endanger you or anything like that. He knows that. Well, he kind of continues and he says, well, I mean, regardless of what you choose, just bear in mind, you do well, I do well. If I do well, you do well. So it's in our mutual interest that we honest with each other, and if you do get into any trouble, you get caught or anything like that, doing something you're not supposed to, come find me. I'll help you out. Okay? You scratch my back, I scratch yours. That's how this will work.
Lastly, I don't want to take up too much time with this, but I'd also like to look around the room and just see if I can see any sort of like thieves' cant, like iconography that I could link to more underground dealings.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, give me a perception check. It's gonna be a bit difficult, but we'll see.
21.
Yeah, okay. You notice some of the books on the shelving have symbols that you recognize for thieves' cant. But you get the impression that they're probably not going to have too much information in them if they're up on a bookshelf in Clearview. You imagine?
Yeah, I'm not looking for a sign saying like I'm part of a thieves. I'm just trying to see if there's any sort of links with him whatsoever. Just
yeah, you imagine he
my own
probably has
benefit.
some links. Maybe he's not directly linked to like an organization of thieves or anything, but he probably might know people that might be.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely a bit more of a self-centered kind of shady character like that. You don't think he's like a thief, like he's going to go out and steal what he wants, but if he gets the opportunity to kind of take something that is just part of the business and it just got lost, in the mix, and no one will find out, then he'll do it. But you're never going to find him sneaking into someone's back door,
Yeah, I guess the gist I was trying to get is just maybe if I can. This could potentially in the future be like a contact to get involved in more shady people if it would ever arise.
Yeah. You just got to ask the right questions, really.
Yep. Okay, great, thank you.
But yeah, he says, all right then. So, I mean, you got any other questions for me? Oh yeah, your maps. Forgot. Here you go. Hands out 3 maps of the Chain Coast, and he points out the exact location of the mine.
We were also informed that you were going to be giving us money for a Delver bot.
Oh yeah. Rewards. Yeah, usually I don't forget that. So this job, you got quite lucky here. I don't know how you convinced Alisar to let you do this for your first job, but you must think you're quite capable, or maybe he's just desperate. I don't know. But your reward for this job's 800 gold. Pretty good for a first one. You'll be given 100 up front as well. Well, I say up front, I mean you'll get 100 gold now and 800 when you complete the task. So long as it's completed up to the guild's expectations, of course. To the best of your abilities, let's say. So yeah, we'll give you 100 gold up front, so you can buy any equipment. Delverbot probably run you about 80 gold to rent one out for a couple of days. Kind of depends what model you go for, but it should get you a decent enough one for the job. We recommend that you head over to the western side of the city. You'll find plenty of scrap workers over there and tinkerers that'll be willing to rent you one out.
All right. Sorry, where was that again?
Just
So
over
we
to
need
the
to
western
go
side of the city.
The western side.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not too far.
All right. I'll pack up and put this gear into my little messenger bag.
Yeah, cool.
And I'll look to the others and say, right, well, suppose we should go and find our Delver bot.
Yes, if you wouldn't mind following me, I'll lead the way.
Lead on.
Awesome. He says, all right then, well, good luck. Hopefully see you in, well, maybe 3 or 4 days. Travel safe. Be smart about it, yeah? And, yeah, come back in one piece. Looking forward to it. See you soon. Taps his nose and gestures to the door.
So there was one thing that just crossed my mind. As we're leaving, I'll just turn back and say, actually, hang on. I'll look through the adventurer pack. Like, so the adventurer pack has, like, stuff to get us through the days, and
Yeah, it's like basic resources for like traveling. And
I'll say to him, we're expecting wounded and possibly dead folk. Yes, we got a wagon, but do you have any medical equipment that we could utilize? Bandages, potions?
Oh, well, I mean, sometimes I get that stuff. You know, comes through the door every now and again. But at the minute, I'm a bit low. I had to give a few out to another group. But tell you what, you head over to Hilda's place. It's just directly opposite from here.
Oh yeah, Philip told me
big,
earlier. Yeah.
a big structure with like a bunch of like flowers and bushes and stuff. A bunch of nature type stuff over there. You can't miss it. Head over, knock on the door, speak to her. I'm sure she'll help you out. She's pretty sweet lady. She's a bit too kind for her own good, if you know what I mean.
Right. Thank you, Fleece.
Yeah, no worries, Vargas. Hopefully see you again soon, eh?
Yeah, hopefully, mate. Hopefully.
Take care of yourself. Turns back to his desk and starts scribbling rapidly on the table, on the parchment. You exit, and
I'll say that to the others. I'll just say, it might be worth just popping to this store real quick and buying a couple of, or even just asking for a couple of potions to help with the wounded that we come across.
Handel?
I could head over there. I can meet you there. Where are you heading to again?
To where you said roughly, there's a specific Delver bot that I intend to maybe not rent, more potentially buy, but we'll see.
All right. Well, it's up to you. Either you come with me now, and I'll go there, or we can meet out front of this place. I'll go get the potions. You guys go get the Delver bot.
Sure, we can split up. We meet back here.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll meet outside the front, eh?
Okay, so Kaya, was it? You come with me, and we'll go procure the Delver bot.
Yeah, let's go. Don't really know the city very well, so I guess I'm just gonna follow you.
All right, take care.
See you
I'll walk
soon.
off towards Hilda's, which I think was. I can't remember his directions. I'm pretty sure it was over here.
no, it's just straight down from the shop.
Oh, straight down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
Okay.
it's just down there where you see all that grass and yeah. As you walk by towards the door, though, give me a quick perception check.
Okay.
Just real quick, Kai, are you going with Saria or are you going with Vargas?
I'm gonna go with Saria.
Okay, cool. So you break off, and the two of you go and exit the way you came in, and back into the city essentially. The place that you're looking for, Saria, is about maybe about 15 minutes, 20 minutes away of a quick walk through the city. So we'll get to that in just a minute.
19 perception.
Yeah. As you walk by, you see just beneath this wagon here, you see a rat. It's kind of gnawing on some of the wood of the cart, and as you glance over, you see a second one, just here. And it just you just kind of look and just think like, that's weird. Like why are the rats here? Like everywhere else around this place seems pretty well kept, you know, especially for the Chain Coast style of living. Yeah, you just wonder, like, you know, why the rodents.
I mean, I don't really want to do a double perception check, but could I just examine the area a little bit more and just be like, yeah, why are there rodents? Like, you know, what is there a?
Yeah.
Is there like
Yeah,
something dead, or like, you know, is it just that they're coming here for the food, the hay?
Yeah. You see them kind of just rummaging through like the hay and loads of bits and bobs here and there, gnawing on stuff, and just kind of being pests, you know. But you see one of them, or two of them even, these two. This one kind of hides under the wagon, while these two, when they see you come near, they kind of scurry inside this this structure.
Interesting.
Other
I'm
than
gonna-
that, it's unclear why they're here. You know, you really wouldn't be able to know.
Okay, I'm gonna move on to Hilda's for now.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you head over. The door's open, and as you look inside, you see a large circular table, a bunch of plants everywhere, and plant pots and stuff. It's very overgrown in here. There's loads of vines and moss and stuff all around, and a bunch of flowers, all that good stuff. And you see a turtle, a very old-looking turtle, which is essentially like a humanoid turtle, essentially. Standing on 2 feet, big shell on its back, like straps and general clothing at the front, and like a big, almost like a scarf of like leaves around its neck. Bald on the head, and you see it's kind of tending to this giant frog, a frog that's a little bit smaller than you. It's maybe about 4.5 feet, 5 feet tall max. But it's just kind of sat there, and its throat kind of bulges and then shrinks, and she's kind of tending to its skin in some way. She's putting some type of like ointment on it. But as you enter,
I'll knock on the door just like lightly as I enter.
Yeah. She kind of slowly like pulls away and then turns and blinks a few times at you and then says, "Oh, hello, dear. Are you new? I don't recognize you."
I am indeed new. Hilda, right? I've been pointed in your direction. I'm Vargas Barrick.
"Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. My name's
I walk
Hilda.
over and awkwardly reach my hand out to shake her
Yeah,
hand.
pleasure to meet you, Vargas. This is Glup. He's my friend.
Look,
And this is
Glop,
and
Glop,
This is Skitters. Glup is
Glop,
is
Glop,
my frog friend here. And,
Glop. I struggle to say it, but I hope your frog friend is happy with my pronunciation of Glop. And
yeah.
and
I
Skitters.
mean,
You
he
said
seems
hello,
fine with it.
Skitters.
The little one here's Skitters. So you look down, you see a little lizard that's very small. It's just kind of scurrying around the floor. And she says, "How can I help you then, Vargas?
Right.
What you need?"
I apologize. I will just cut to the chase. We've been ordered to go and help a bunch of miners in a cave that have been trapped. Apparently, there's going to be injured. There's going to be people possibly dead. But
Oh, that's not good,
more
is it?
importantly, they're alive. They might be injured, and yes,
Okay.
I've been told
Yeah.
by Fleece that you might be able to help out. Provide some provisions or something that could see us through or see them through till we get them back here.
All right, my dear, no problem. I'll tell you what. Go ahead, flash us your emblem, please.
Yep. Vargas has actually put his emblem in his inside pocket and pulls it out. And
Yeah, sure. She
yeah,
just
here
glances
you
at
are.
it. She just glances at it and gives a nod and says, "Okay, just to be safe, you know." So occasionally we get people that try to take things that shouldn't be theirs. Say
I'm not
that
trying
they're
to
people-
fleece you, eh?
Oh yeah, sense of humour,
Yeah.
always welcome.
Oh yes, yes.
And she says,
Um,
"Yeah, sure. Just give me a moment." She kind of slowly begins walking across the room. It's very slow.
very slow. Okay.
Yeah, she's not like
I will just wait. I will wait.
yeah, she's
quite
not like
patiently.
stupidly slow, but it's notably slow. And she goes over to some of the plants, begins picking some stuff. She opens a cupboard, begins wrapping something in like a pouch, grinds up some of the herbs, puts it on this like some type of tape or like bandage type piece of equipment, and over the next maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, she prepares for you 5 balms, essentially, like this
Healing bombs, yeah.
Yeah, they're essentially they'll provide 2d4 healing to when they're applied, and they take a bonus action to apply to yourself, or an action to another creature. And then finally she reaches into one of her back cupboards and hands you a basic healing potion.
Okay. So basic and 5 healing bombs.
Yeah, healing bombs are just 2d4.
Alright, thank you very much. Hopefully this will save some lives, eh?
Oh yeah, I hope so. Best of luck to you. You know, always nice to meet a new member that's doing some good deeds. You know, if you ever need
Yeah.
anything more, you know, come find me. If you find any good or rare herbs or flowers or plants, or you need information on animals, I'm great with those. Bring them my way. We can help. We can help each
I
other,
mean,
really.
to be honest, I am quite new around here. Like, on the way there, we're going to the north. What type of beasts are we going to encounter?
Oh, well, I mean, my guess could be anything, really. You get all sorts around the Chain Coast. You get loads of goblins, the most savage kind, anyway. You get plenty of like smaller drakes and wyverns, and I mean, those are the more dangerous stuff, I guess. Keep your head low, you'll be fine, dear.
Yeah, I've read about all of them. They say it's quite dangerous. Anyway, I must be going. I've got people to save, eh? I'm the hero now.
Oh yeah.
You'll
Sure
be
you are.
hearing this name again, that's for sure. I walk out and mutter to myself, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die, fucking hell.
Yeah. But yeah, she just waves goodbye to you, and the frog gives a ribbit as you leave. And yeah, what's your plan? Because the other two haven't returned just yet.
I mean, I could try and catch up with them, or like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
you're
but I'll
about
probably
10
get
minutes
lost.
behind them.
Do I know exactly where they're going?
Roughly.
Probably not. You probably know the area, but not like the exact spot.
Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, you know what? Since there'll probably be a bit.
You know that you'll be
I'll run
leaving
after them.
through the northern kind of gate, anyway.
Yeah, but I told her to be back here.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
So what I'll do is I will just. You know what? No. Character. Yeah, he will just sit outside the gate waiting.
Okay, sure. The other two of you,
That's not
Saria
really good book.
and Kai, you travel through the city, and you know, the city's just full of just like loads and loads of orcs, plenty of goblins, and then a healthy mix of other races here and there. Everyone's a little bit kind of loud, put it that way. It's a very loud city. It seems like on every street, every corner, there's someone shouting at someone else, or people kind of in some type of heated discussion. There are big groups of orcs that roam through the city as like in like big packs that kind of you know, cause little bits of trouble here and there, but you know, people seem to recognize them and steer clear of them, give them space, that type of thing. You imagine it's likely to to do with the various tribes of orcs in the Ser. And at one point you come across 2 orcs that are fighting in the street with swords. They're seemingly fighting to the death, it seems. They're screaming at each other, slashing each other, blood is spraying across the floor into the sand. You see about, there's a little bit of a crowd watching them, but nothing too big, enough that you could see through it to see them fighting. And you see this third orc kind of stood in the circle of the ring where they're fighting. Not in the middle, but off to one side, whilst they fight in the middle. And they've got this like bone mask that comes down the face, and they've got like all furs and bones, like small bones that dangle from a necklace around its neck and off the hip. And it has this curved sickle that's like blood red on its hip. It's got like a hunched back, looks like a very old, kind of gaunt looking orc from what you can tell beneath the axe. And I'm not too sure if you would have seen this before, but I think maybe Saria, you probably would have seen this more commonly than the others because of the area of the city you've been. But
yeah.
You know this to be a battle arbiter. Some people call them blood arbiters as well, but they essentially they essentially facilitate the single law of the Ser, which is the right of blood and battle, which is basically whenever a crime happens up against someone, say if someone steals something from someone else, that person who's been stolen from can confront the person, and if it seems like it's going to be an actual big, an issue, they can go to one of these battle arbiters and say, hey, I'm going to challenge this person to, combat to the death, and I need you to kind of oversee it. And once they get involved, these arbiters, regardless of the outcome of the battle, the matter is settled. Whether someone dies, whether someone is shown mercy and spared, regardless, it ends there. Like there's no revenge spirals that come from it. Like say if the person who stole gets killed by the person who didn't, none of their friends who are also thieves are going to start hunting down that person, because it's part of the core law and kind of rule of the city, if you will. It goes a bit deeper than that, but we'll get into that when and if it becomes relevant. But it's a brutal battle. These 2 orcs are really like going at each other. There's massive sprays of blood, cheers going off, and it's up to you if you want to stop and watch the outcome or if you want to just continue on.
Nah, Saria, I don't know about Kai, but Saria is very much wanting to get to the said shop where to buy the Delaware.
You're just like walking past like it's nothing.
Yeah.
I gotta turn. Sorry, I'm gonna say, is this common here?
Around this area, it happens fairly often. Yeah.
It's kind of barbaric, don't you think? Just people slaughtering each other in the streets.
I mean, I've seen worse, so I'm sure it's fine.
I'd hate to know where you were from and if you've seen worse. This place just seems very lawless. I don't know if I can get comfortable in the city.
Yeah, it's definitely keep an eye on your pockets type of place.
Yeah. As you continue on, it doesn't take you much longer, but you get to the district of the city that's essentially where more mechanical stuff is built. Like they have like huge scrap yards and areas where people build these like dune crawlers, like these for the simplest term would just be like a car essentially, but it's like a scrap vehicle. Think kind of like Mad Max style, but maybe a little bit more rudimentary. And they use like some arcane means to kind of generate power and stuff for the engines and stuff like that. But it's very like, you know, spiky, you know, weapon based vehicles, scrap based, and yeah, there's a few different stores here that sell delver bots and constructs of various kinds. And Sari leads you to this decent looking shop. It's nothing too big or crazy, but it's probably somewhere middle of the pack. And as you enter, you see kind of all manner of bits of scrap work hanging from the rafters on like hooks and chains, and things in display cases, and various kind of like a mechanical arm in like a display case that looks very well made, and you know, like hammers and nails and bolts and all manner of stuff, you know, all scattered throughout the chamber. At the front desk of the store is an orcish tinkerer. He's got like big goggles on his head, on his face, and like a big kind of thick tunic over his chest. And he seems to be going through some notes, like bookkeeping. You hear like a clank to the side, and you look over and you see, well, firstly you see like a row of delver bots. There's probably about 4 of them. Well, very well kept. They're quite fairly clean. You'd have to really look to see any kind of signs of damage or scuff work anywhere. But just to the right of them is another delver bot that looks busted up and beaten. Like it looks like it's got like pretty bad damage to almost every part of it. These exposed sections where like strange liquid is kind of dripping out of it, like weird kind of greenish kind of coloured liquid. It's not like pouring out, but it drips every so often. Its eyes are alight with the same green lighting, so kind of like a boxy kind of shape in a way. And it just seems to be working diligently on whatever it is on the table. Big piece of metal that it's hammering out. And the shopkeep turns to you as you enter and says, well, hello there. How can I help you today? What are you looking for?
Hello. We are looking to purchase a certain delver bot from you.
Yeah, all right, sure. There's quick selection just over there. Feel free
Oh,
to
no,
take
no,
your
no,
pick.
no. Sarah will look at him and then just point at the one that's hammering.
Oh, you want to purchase Rue? I mean, can I ask why?
Oh, but we need them for a job.
Well, you know, people tend to rent for a job, friend. It's much cheaper.
Well, Saria will lean over to him and just look at him in the eyes and say, we know that, and actually whisper to him, we know that, I know that Rue is special.
Oh, right.
And we wouldn't want any report going out about it, would we?
Whoa. He
Because
looks.
that's not
He looks at
profitable for
Kai.
anyone.
He looks at Kai dead in the eyes and looks scared for a moment. Not like you're going to attack him, but he just looks like oh, this, I see what this is, kind of a deal. And he takes note of your armor, you know, the big great sword on your back.
Yeah.
And Kai's like pitch black eyes, and basically just gives a nod and says,
Sarah will then drop the 100 gold on the desk for him.
Yeah, he
a
looks at the
pouch.
100 gold, kind of smirks to the side of his mouth and says, all right then. I was a little worried there for a second, but yeah, I'll take that. He slides it into like a pouch off the table. Says, Rue, come here. And you see the Dalverbot kind of put the hammer down and approach. Keanu, go ahead and give us a little description, if you will, if you want to expand on what I've said or not.
Yeah, so I mean, it's basically what Scott said. You see this bot. I mean, if you've seen bots before or constructs before, you're probably wondering how the fuck is this thing functioning, still, because it doesn't look like it should be. Um, and yeah, just walks up like, um, as asked for and goes, "Hi, boss. Can I help you?"
Yeah, well, seems we might be parting ways, friend. You've worked really hard past month or so.
I've tried my
I
best.
appreciate your hard work, but well, I think I've done all I can for you, and well, I can only keep you here so long, you know. So hopefully you're moving on to something better. These good people here are going to be taking ownership of you for the time being. So you'll be working for them.
Oh, great. I appreciate all you've done for me. And I'd be happy to accompany these fine people.
Yeah,
You
well,
see that the bot's eyes kind of like they don't move. They're metal sockets, right?
yeah.
But it's the physicality and gesture of the bot kind of like perks up as they like look over to you two.
Sarah just gives a quick smile, and which she removes straight away, and then continues.
Oh, right. Let me grab my stuff. I guess I mean I don't have much, but the bot goes into the back and just grabs like a backpack out of the bag.
Yeah.
Puts it on.
The,
All right, I'm
the
ready to go.
The shopkeep, just before you leave, he steps out from behind the desk, removes his goggles, and just takes one last look over you and says, "Oh God, probably shouldn't do this, but tell you what, take this, Rue." He hands you like a small satchel with some kind of basic tools for upkeep, just so you can kind of maintain yourself to some degree. You know, if you get damaged or anything like that, more so than you already are. And it's very basic stuff. But he says, call it thank you for what you've done in the past month or so. I know I can really pay you, but I mean,
Oh, that's all right. You've been more than accommodating for me. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
well, I wish you the best of luck, Rue.
Best to you too. I hope I'll see you again at some point.
I'm sure you will. Anything you need, feel free to come back. Yeah. Keep an eye on him. Keep an eye on her for me. It's I just these Delverbots are a little old models, you know. If you need some upkeep, bring her back. I'll touch up here and there. So if you need any TLC work, you know where I'm at.
Thank you very much. And Sarah will just move up beside Rue,
Yeah.
and lean in and say, whisper to them and say, I told you we'd find a way to get you free.
You'll see like a slight smile on their mouth. The mouth doesn't move much, and it creaks a lot when it does. But
yeah. As you exit the shop and begin making your way back to Vargas,
making my way.
Yeah, making your way downtown. But you head back the way you came. As you walk past that battle that had previously gone on, you see one of the dogs dead on the ground. Big pool of blood beneath him. And no one's doing anything about it. Just there's a dead orc bleeding, bled out on the floor.
Saria will just walk over and pick up the body and move it to the side to an alleyway.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, easy enough. It's a fairly big guy, but you can move him.
Rule will help you out.
His strength.
Hang on.
But yeah, he's very, very dead. There's no signs of life.
Hey Scott, how common are automatons? Robots.
They're fairly rare, but there is a decent population of them in the Chain Coast. They've got a lot of use in this region, basically, and they're 99% of the time, there is a kind of, what is it? Like to find one that's got any amount of sentience, like a Warforged, is extremely rare. But that's about it. Yeah. Most of them are just, they do their function and, they do what they're programmed to do, essentially.
Okay. So there's a good chance that I probably wouldn't have come across anything like real. Being where I'm from.
You would have seen some of them in the few weeks that you've been here, but you wouldn't have seen any in the Vale Wild. No, not in your home region. And the ones you've seen here have been very robotic in their kind of purpose. This one seems a little bit more fluid. Like it's there's a kind of a freedom to it that you don't really see in other Delver bots or other constructs that you've come across in your time here. Just maybe got a bit of a limp as it walks as well, and you keep seeing that kind of weird green coloured liquid kind of drip out of the damaged sections and stuff like that. But it's keeping pace okay.
I was going to turn to Sari and just say, I hope you're right about this thing, because I feel like you overpaid slightly by what we were told back at the guild.
No, this one is definitely the one that we needed for this.
Do we need to take them somewhere to get fixed? Could they have done that back there? It looks a bit.
I'm gonna have.
Don't worry, I'm perfectly fine. I'm fine. Trust me.
And if they need any upkeep, I can do rudimentary repairs on them, most likely on the road. So.
And I got some tools from my previous owner. So, and I know Saria's handy with a hammer. So.
Yeah, Saria will go into her pack and pull out. And as she holds the hammer in her hands, her gloves will start to glow red with red lines, and the red lines will continue up the hammer. Her smithing hammer. And then she'll just put it back. So yeah. We should be fine.
Yeah.
All right.
And yeah, you head over. You arrive back at the guild and you find Vargas waiting outside. Vargas, you see the two of
Oh.
them approach with a
Could I just
delver
sorry?
bot.
Could I just
Sorry, go on.
just before they get here,
Yeah.
I just wanted to say whilst they're waiting,
Mm.
Vargas is going to examine the map that was
Yeah.
given to us, and he's going to try. Well, first of all, he's going to check if there's any settlements that are close to the mine.
No, not that you can see. I'm marked on your map.
Okay,
no.
so this is the closest place, like the big
Pretty
city.
much.
Is
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
And the other thing is he's gonna look at the map and try to plot a course to save us some time.
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
It was
it-
a
like,
survival
but-
check.
Yeah. All right. Can I help myself in any way? I don't think I can.
You can help yourself by rolling well.
Mhm.
Just to activate your RNG. Oh, there you go.
Ooh, not bad.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. You plot out a pretty good course that you think is, safe enough and will save you a bit of time. It's not going to knock like a day off or anything, but it's going to get you there. Maybe, it might be the difference between nightfall and daytime. So,
Mhm.
we'll see. But yeah, you're
Time
pretty
is of the
confident. You know where you're
essence.
going and what to do. And
Alright.
as you finish that up, you roll up the map and you look up and you see the three of them approaching. The two that you've met and some type of robotic construct following behind them. It's kind of creaking and bit of a limp as it walks.
You caught the description earlier, right, Dave?
I did.
Okay. Sweet.
I will greet the two elves and look to the. So did you say a robot?
Delverbot.
Delverbot.
Hello. Yeah, this is
Sorry, Yeah, go on.
the Delverbot we got. Their name is Rue.
Ah, pleased to meet you.
Oh, we also didn't rent one. We own this now. So.
Oh, he's ours. I mean, that's nice. Never owned something like this before. Hello there, Rue. You speak, eh?
Yes, I do have speaking functionality. And cognitive functionality, somewhat, sometimes. Depends from day to day, really.
Me too.
What is your name?
I'm Vargas.
Vargas, nice to
Barry.
meet you. Thinking of it, I don't think I caught your name either, my little black-eyed friend.
Oh yeah, my bad, friend. I was a bit taken aback by you. I'm Kai. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Kai.
So what can you do? Like, I don't know if that's rude to ask, but like,
I think he delves.
so you're gonna be us digging these miners free then, right?
If you want me to dig minus free, sure. I mean, I don't really know what's happening.
We have been requested to do a job to rescue miners from a collapsed mine, and that's the reason why we needed you, Rue.
Oh yeah, I mean, I imagine I can probably help with that. I can, well, I was kind of made for it.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
so too, right? I think so too.
Not specifically to save miners, but to delve, That's why they call me a delver bot.
So do you specialize in digging holes?
Well, like I specialize in moving heavy stuff around and getting into collapsed or like, walled off areas. Yeah.
Oh. Alright then. So you can just break stuff. You're good at breaking stuff?
I'd say I'm pretty decent at breaking stuff, yeah. I've got many a talent. Well, I've got a few talents. I don't want to oversell myself.
And I am quite strong as well, so I'm probably be able to help move a little bit as well.
Yeah, I imagine we'd make quite the team.
I'm pretty strong too. That's right.
Oh, are you? Sarah will let. Do you want to try holding this and she'll pass him her sword?
Yeah, I'll try.
I
Should I
mean,
do a
he does
strength
look
roll or
pretty
something?
strong.
So despite the shortness of the sword, as soon as you grab it, you the weight of it ascends. Well, I don't know how strong you are.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should I do a roll
I mean, sorry, it's just your greatsword.
Yeah,
sorry.
just a great sword. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's the one that's weighted heavier and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't really need a strength check. You can hold it with two hands, but it weighs kind of more like a pike or like a halberd. You know, it's probably
or? It's heavy at the top.
yeah, it's about twice as heavy as a standard greatsword. So you definitely have to hold it with two hands.
Yeah,
and
it
it's like
definitely
you have to struggle
struggles.
to you struggle, but you can lift it.
I
know.
can do it. You see?
Yeah. If you tried to swing,
If you
tried to
try and
swing
swing
it, you
Yeah,
try to
I'll try
swing
and
it,
swing it.
and it just goes straight to the floor. Like, you know,
Oh,
it's
shit. Oh,
Hope that's not broken.
No, it would be fine. That's very impressive. The fact that you couldn't even attempt to swing it.
yeah. Yeah, you could. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I don't think I'll swing it again though. That's definitely a you thing. Do you like wield it with like? Can you just pick it up with one hand or?
Yeah, and then but to swing it, I used to.
I see. I see. My
Maybe we can
goodness.
maybe we can stop and get you a wooden one for something you to practice with first, huh?
It's not my style. Like big sword. Were you talking to me, Kai?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I thought you were. Yes.
Yeah, you just seem to struggle with it a bit, so I thought maybe
Are you
It's
more of a dagger
not my
person?
style,
then?
and I'll spin my cane around in my fingers.
Well, wood does seem to be your style, if it's made out of wood.
Well, I don't know what this fucker is made out of. It's probably wood, yeah, but it will pack a wallop. Would you like me to wallop you?
Sure.
I mean,
Rue? I'm not walloping you because, oh my god.
I feel like that'd be quite rude. I don't know
Okay.
why you would do that.
Well, I don't know. I feel insulted. You're talking about wood. You're talking about. I don't know. I'm going anyway.
Sorry,
I put it
do you
as a
have-
course. I put it as a course on my map that they gave us, and I think we should go that way. And I point like towards the
yeah.
route that I've chosen.
Sure. Do we know where the wagon is that we are supposed to be taking?
Yeah. You head out to the exterior of the guild, and there is a few wagons there that you can make use of for jobs if you need them.
like horse-drawn.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the one that you've been assigned to is pretty heavy duty. It's probably got maybe space for 8 people to comfortably travel in it. And then a little area for storage and stuff. But you imagine, if you find people alive, then you'll likely give them the wagon and walk beside it for the journey. Or if you've got bodies, then you'll just kind of have to fill up the wagon and use it for that. If you see what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's unlikely that with the amount of people that you've said that are thought to be in there, that the return journey you're likely not going to be comfortable in the wagon, essentially.
I mean, Rue's pretty large, right? So I'm sure worst case scenario, they can pull the wagon, freeze up a couple of horses for injured people to ride on.
Well, maybe. Yeah, we'll have to see. But for the time
I
being,
can
you've
certainly try.
yeah, but for the time being, you've got a pretty spacious wagon for the journey there. You've got 2 horses pulling it, 2 draft horses. They both seem pretty full of energy and ready to go. there is like a stable master there who just kind of glances at your guild emblems, gives a nod, and then kind of shows you the wagon really quick, and then just kind of helps you load up all of your stuff, and then points out the quickest direction to head out the city with the wagon. Are you leaving immediately, or is there anything else you want to do before you leave?
Is there anything else we need to do before we leave? I'm pretty sorted now. We've got Rue here. I quit my job that I was doing for one of the local blacksmiths a couple days ago, so I have no commitment.
Okay. I got some healing bombs from this lovely what's the race called again?
Turtle.
Turtle. This lovely turtle named Hilda. And she gave me 5 healing bombs, which I suggest we hold on to for the wounded. I also got a basic healing potion, so if you need it, let me know. But if you'd like to hang on to one of the healing bombs just in case,
Sure, I'll take one.
yeah, I'll hand you a healing bomb. I'll hand everyone a healing bomb. Take a healing bomb, and I'll keep 2 of them as backup.
All right, thank you.
What are the healing? I'd like
2d4.
2d4.
Yeah, just 2d4, no bonus.
So, just as a question, because like, actually, I mean, I know you showed me how to do it, but I'm not gonna lie, I've forgotten.
That's okay.
So like, can we just write it down as healing balm and 2d4?
Yeah, for the time being.
Roll it. Yeah.
It's really simple items, so there's no need to.
Also,
throw
it's
anything
not
too
for something to
crazy.
be thinking here. Whenever we add a new item to our sheet, it resets our gold.
Wait,
Does
what?
it?
Yeah.
Doesn't for
Oh,
me.
it didn't for me.
No, that's
for me.
strange. Just make a note somewhat like in your bio for the amount of gold you have,
Okay.
Rhea, and I'll look into that between games. See
Okay.
if I can fix that. Not sure what's causing it. But yeah, so you all kind of load up. Who's kind of taking the reins for the wagon?
I will guide it, I suppose, because like I said, I spent some time and plotted out a course. However, I would appreciate some. I would appreciate some assistance.
Sure.
I can help you if you need.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know this area, Rue?
I mean, I've traveled through here a little bit. It's been a while, but
All right, but you could tell me if I like take us off, like say, a little bit to the right, and there's a big ass cliff that I don't realize is there. You could tell me that there's a cliff there, right?
I mean, I do have eyes, yes.
I mean, the eyes. I'm talking about the dippy ones that you can't see with your eye.
Well, I mean, if you can't see them, then how?
Listen up. All right, my eyesight's not that best. Okay, all right, you'll be my eyes. I will be the guide. In fact, you might as well take the reins. Fuck it. My God.
All right,
I'll pull
sure.
out the book. I'll pull out the book and start reading.
I guess I'm taking the reins.
Cool.
Yes, you are. That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, you journey out the city. As you kind of leave in the wagon, Rue, give me a perception check if you're at the reins. The others are kind of in an
Alright.
enclosed cabin.
That's a 24.
Oh, damn. Okay. You draw a few eyes as you leave. People seem to be kind of looking. You imagine people are looking at a guild wagon leaving. So they're kind of probably curious what business it is and things like that, maybe. But you do notice toward the gate you see a group of orcs. There's like one much larger one that seems to be maybe like the kind of leader maybe for the little group. There's probably about 5 of them. And there's about 5 orcs and maybe about 6 or 7 goblins in like this little group. And the larger one kind of takes note of the wagon and then kind of talks to the others. You're not quite close enough to hear what they say, I don't think. They're probably a good like 80 feet away maybe, and there's loads of people around you. So, but you do notice he kind of points at the wagon and then talks to the others, and you watch as a few of them kind of split off in different directions. The larger orc who kind of spoke something and took note of you kind of leans against one of these kind of desert stone buildings, sandstone buildings, and kind of just like strokes his rough kind of beard. And then your wagon continues to pull you out of sight from him.
Yeah, I'll mention it too. I mean, is this like, am I imagining a cart, space in the back, and then like a little like bench at the front to like guide the horses and shit?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. They can't
If
really see out.
someone's sitting like next to me, I'll like point it out to them, just straight up like, there's a big group of people acting a little weird. They were looking at us and then like scattered.
I'm
I hope I'm not scaring them.
You notice a few of them leave towards the further into the city as well. It's not like they all began following you. It's more that, for all you know, they might have just kind of said, "Hey, look, a guild wagon. Let's get to business. Let's go do what we were doing before." Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I
But
said. Like they kind of scattered.
it did seem a little bit suspicious to you, but it's not like super obvious or anything that they're gonna do anything to you. But
Yeah, that's why I just like mentioned it.
yeah.
I will. Say, is that so? Or is that so? Yeah, just checking, Scott.
Yeah.
Floof, floof, whatever.
Yeah.
He can go where he wants, right?
Yeah.
Distance wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll send him off. I'll summon him and send him off. Like, but I will still do it invisibly right now. I won't sort of chime them into it.
Yeah. I think your like telepathy with him has a range limit, but I'm sure when you want to, you can just resummon him and he'll tell you what he's seen. And stuff, but,
I'll just say to him. Apparently some people ran when they saw us, and there was just go and see what that's about, and then catch up.
Yeah. Okay, Vargas. Which one of them should I follow? Your friend here seems to think there's a few of them.
I'll turn around like I'm acting like I see the people. I'll be like, which one?
I'll say when you peek out, Rue points out the larger orc who's stood just kind of watching as you pass by, and you glance and see maybe 3 of the group. Most of them have gone out of vision at this point, but you see 3 of them that kind of go down different alleys in different directions. You see like 1 orc and 2 goblins.
I'll say keep an eye on the big one.
All right, Vargas, no problem. I'll see you soon. Just resummon me whenever you want an update.
Indeed, yeah.
Kind of floats off.
So, like, he can't. So, like you said, there's a limit to it, so he can't get to me if he needs to.
I mean, he could just fly and maybe catch up, but you're probably moving at a higher speed than he is, and you don't know how long it's going to take him to tail people, tail this guy. Essentially, you've told him, "Hey, watch this guy until I need you again, and then report to me when resummon you. That's kind
Yeah,
of what,
I just just like keep an eye, or keep an eye on the guys, giving the orders.
Yeah, no problem. You
I'll
exit
see
the
you
city.
soon. Take care. I'll be fine, by the way.
I've got me mates.
Yeah. He says, well, I'll have to trust you this time, Vargas. And you know I don't like leaving you unsupervised. But, sure, a day can't hurt, or half a day, whatever it might be. Just be safe. Don't get into any trouble. And then he floats off. The wagon clunks and clanks out of the gate, rough stone beneath it, and you eventually find yourself on a dirt track that leads right out of the city and curves eventually up to a northern bend. You head up there. There's it's mostly kind of open plains of sand and grit and stone, but it's not like deep sand. It's not like dunes of sand. It's thin, and kind of dusty everywhere. There's big dust clouds that come through, and it's hard to kind of see the horizon in most places because there's so much of it just being picked up into the air. And the weather is so blisteringly hot. The sun is incredibly bright. Everything's got this luminosity to it. The way that the sun kind of reflects off the sand, and you see big rock outcroppings that burst out of the ground, and huge mountain ranges off in the distance, big mesas of stone rock that kind of protrude out of the earth, in colossal in size in the distance. More toward the south and the western side, if anything. Toward the north, where you're headed, you see a distant mountain range, like you've been told, maybe a couple of days' travel at most. Depends whether you make camp or not, things like that. But the journey that Vargas has picked out will save you maybe a handful of hours potentially. So you push on, and you pass a few people on the road, travellers here and there, couple other wagons, few people on foot. No one pays too much notice of you. Some people just note that it's a small group maybe walk by and say, "Oh, hey, look, guild business. Wonder what they're up to," and continue on the way. Eventually, you come toward the end of the day, the first day's travel. The sun is beginning to set. Things are getting much darker. You light up a few lanterns on the that hang from the wagon for nearby light. But you're gonna have to make a choice here whether you push on through the night to get there quicker, or if you want to rest. If you can rest in the wagon, but someone needs to take the reins. And if you do choose to just push on and everyone stays up, you'll take a point of exhaustion, which is essentially a -1 to your D20 rolls until you get rid of it, and -5 speed. So it's up to you what you choose to do as a group or individually.
Without any specific command, Rue will just keep going for now until they're told otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as the sun starts going down and it starts getting a little bit dimmer outside, I'll climb out from in the wagon and just sit atop the roof of it, and just keep a lookout.
Yeah, sure, yeah. And just to confirm what we're doing with dark vision, by the way. So we discussed it a bit before the game, but we're going to kind of settle on a bit of a middle ground. So everyone's got 30 feet of dark vision, and Kai has 60. Due to his class and everything, but and his background. But Yeah, you take a look up.
I would-
You see
I-
a fair distance, in the surrounding area, Kai. It's pretty quiet this time of night. You don't see anyone else on the road. You see a few kind of birds and kind of small critters that scurry around in the nearby distance, but nothing of note particular. What's Vargas up to, Dave?
I just have a question.
Yeah.
I addressed the group and I asked, are we doing this to save who's in there, or are we doing this to recover their bodies? Because if we're trying to save them, we should probably just keep moving.
I mean, ideally, we do save them.
I mean, if you guys want to sleep in the back, I'm more than happy to take the reins for the night.
I think that we could, do something like that. Maybe do
It's
shifts.
not the first.
Like essentially, Scott, what I'm thinking is, could we do like a moving camp, essentially? Where
Like shifts on the range.
Yeah,
yeah,
very
but
much.
maybe with like a fucking disadvantage to the perception checks or whatever, because you're controlling the wagon, you're not looking around all the time.
Yeah, that's what it'll essentially be. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, cool. Sure. So, who's on first shift?
What's the time? What time is it right now?
It's
Is it like-
probably. It gets dark fairly early at the minute. Here. It's probably about 9:30 at night.
Yeah, I'll take the first shift.
I'll take second. Just give me a shout once you need me.
Okay, cool.
All right. I'll hand you the reins, Vargas.
Right, never done this before.
Well,
Don't
once
drive
before.
off a cliff. Use your eyes.
The horses seem pretty well trained. They don't need much guidance. Just occasionally, you just have to kind of pull them back toward the center of the wagon, and
How are the horses doing, by the way, rest-wise?
Yeah, they're okay. They were well rested before you left, and they're working animals. They're used to long journeys, and you imagine if you go throughout the night, they might need like an hour or two in the early morning somewhere to just kind of a quick rest. But they should be good for at least a 2-day journey without them needing like an 8 hours to kind of reset.
Probably they'll need a rest on the way before going on the way back, like a proper one.
Yeah, they probably will, but hopefully you'll gauge it when you get there. But yeah, they're doing okay for now. You maybe stop at one point to kind of give them some food and stuff, and then carry on. But for the most part, they're doing pretty good. Vargas, your shift goes by pretty uneventfully. The little light that remains quickly kind of diminishes, and you're left in almost complete darkness. It's very hard to see far, further than maybe like 60 feet ahead of you, and that's like just shapes beyond like 30. So you're mainly just focusing on the horses and on the road right in front of you, but there's not much that kind of goes on for you to worry about. Before you know it,
Do we have any torches on the vehicle?
Yeah, you do, but they don't give you too much light. It's maybe about 30-foot diameter.
No, I was actually wondering. I was actually thinking, like, could Vargas put them out? So
Oh,
we
sure.
move,
Yeah.
a bit more stealthily.
Yeah,
for
easy
it.
enough. Yeah.
If I've got a bit of dark vision,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I can see the road, so I know
Yeah.
where I'm going.
You just got to keep in mind that the horses don't. So the horses,
Right. Okay.
can travel in darkness. They'll just be slower, and they'll be, there's maybe a bit of risk.
Okay,
you might-
scratch that then. I'll keep the light on. Scratch that then.
sure.
okay.
No problem. But yeah, uneventful shift for you. Before you know it, you're swapping out. Who's next up? Is it Kai? You said.
Yeah. I can go
Yeah.
next.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you jump up next. You know, it's pitch black here. Environment that you're very used to. You don't feel very concerned or anything. You know, you're just kind of watching out for stuff here and there. Give me a perception check though, with your 60 feet dark vision.
Perception. 23.
Nice. Yeah,
Oh.
you. Sorry, go on, Dave.
I'm sorry. Do what you were just about to do.
Okay.
I'll get. Yeah.
Yeah, you keep a good watch. You know, you're very pretty diligent about what's in your surrounding area, and you come to a point in the journey where you are in like this kind of oh, sorry. Just before we jump away, did you want to do anything, Dave, with Flumph? Did you?
Yes, that's that.
Yeah,
But
we'll
I
do
didn't
that
wanna-
now because it would have happened prior to
Okay.
this, I imagine.
Yeah. I like as we're riding, I would summon Flume, and you know what? This time I wouldn't bother with the invisibility. So
Sure.
if anyone's actually awake, they might see what Flump actually is.
Yeah, is anyone up?
No.
It wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I probably would be.
Okay, sure.
I think you've already seen him.
I've
but it's
also,
fine.
yeah, I've also seen Flump anyway.
I can't-
Yeah, you
How do I put him on the board again?
Yeah, there you
you know
go.
what? It's fine. There you go.
Cute as fuck.
Yeah, a little posh tentacle monster, and he pops out of nothingness and just appears out of the void and just kind of pushes with his tentacles downward and that makes him go up a little bit, and then he pushes to the right with the tentacles and moves to the left and floats around you and says, well, hello again, Vargas. Trust your travels have been well.
Yeah, just about.
Yes, well,
Nothing too bad, but
I followed that, buff-looking orc that you set me upon. He's not a very nice person, put it that way. Bit of a brute. But, yeah, I mean, he's definitely up to no good. Seems to be the type that likes to fight. He had a few fights. He seemingly was interested in your wagon, but he hasn't left the city.
right.
I can't vouch for any of the others that were with him, but he definitely was discussing it a little bit with some of his friends.
I see. Right. Well, to be honest, we're not carrying anything apart from ourselves, and we're coming back with wounded, potentially dead. I'm sure if they do plan something, then they'll be extremely disappointed when they do find us.
Well, we'll see, won't we? But don't worry, Vargas, I'll protect you.
Of course. Speaking of which, stay right
Sure.
here and keep an eye on the road.
Yeah, okay.
Just leave him behind.
Would you like me to be invisible? Or...
Yes, do that.
Very well. He vanishes in an instant.
Well, I'll leave him there for a couple of hours just to keep an eye if we're being followed,
Yeah.
and then I'll I was gonna say I'll wake up. Can I? Yeah, I can do that, right? I can wake up and spend 5 minutes, check in with him, and then
Yeah,
go
if you
back
need
to
to,
sleep.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a major issue.
I'll do that.
I mean, he'll say to you that he'll wake you up if anything major pops up that he notices, or you won't need to like clockwork check in on him. He'll tell you when something's concerned him. But yeah, he'll just kind of float around Kai in Invisibler, In fact, he'll pop out with invisibility occasionally and chat with him when he feels like it's safe to. But he's quite quiet when he does. But yeah.
Oh, you leaving on the cart? I thought you were like leaving it at the side of the road.
Oh, is that what you meant, Dave? Or...
Yeah,
I
kind
imagine
of.
he was like kind of just flying around the cart, just looking about, and you know.
You know what? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that.
Okay,
That's fine.
but yeah, as you are traveling along during your shift, Kai, you notice that it's incredibly quiet for one. There's a few like animal sounds, things like that from time to time here and there, but you know it's not dense by any means on that front. So there's periods of like almost complete silence. The only major sound is the wagon being dragged along by the horses, and the occasional chatter from Flumph. But toward the end of your shift, Flumph has been gone for maybe 5-10 minutes. You're not sure where he is, and then you hear like a rumble in the background, like behind you down the road. You're not sure what it is. It's hard to tell from the sound of it, but you glance into the darkness behind you, and you can barely pick up with your dark vision, like way beyond 60 feet, but you can pick up some stuff in the pitch black beyond that. Some type of cloud of smoke or like dust potentially in the distance behind you. Not too far away either. But right as you're like staring and trying to figure out what it is, thinking about it, if it's something to be worried about, you see Flumph kind of fly out of the darkness towards you. And he says, "Oh, we've got a problem. Wake up Vargas, please." And he flies down into he's flying toward the wagon at the minute. What do you do?
I am immediately gonna cast light in the cabin, so all you guys sleeping, you just see a really bright light appear in the cabin, and I'm gonna bang on the top. I'm gonna say, "Guys, we got trouble."
Hey, flashbang!
Yeah, flashback.
Why?
I'm gonna
Is it my
dissipate you once
time?
they're awake.
Yeah. You all kind
What's
of
happening?
you all kind of jump up, and eventually you end up looking out at the wagon, peering out to see what's happening. Flumph eventually gets caught up to the wagon, and you see the similar thing to what, and you hear the same kind of sound, that like rumbling sound coming from behind you. And Flumph says, "Well, there seems to be someone following us, some type of constructed mechanical wagon. I don't know what to call it. Never seen one before. But it's moving very fast, and it'll be here shortly."
Is there any cover, like trees or anything nearby?
I think they're aware of where you are. I could see you from their location, and you have lights up.
Wait, so hold on. Is there a fucking little guy talking to us now?
Yeah, actually, yeah. He it's an emergency, so he's got stuff to report, and
Is he visible?
he's visible, yeah.
What? He was just confused. It's like,
I'm sorry. I should have introduced myself. I'm a friend of Vargas.
I
don't think we have time
okay.
for this.
Yeah, no, we don't. What are we doing, guys? What do you need me to do?
Saria's going to. Well, they're faster than us, right?
Yeah, appears to be. The sound is getting louder by the second.
Is there any way we can estimate how long it'll be before they get to us?
You imagine maybe a minute or two max.
Is there any like big rocks that we can pull the wagon behind real quick?
You're in kind of like a in fact, I'll show you exactly where you are. I'll pull up a map.
Okay, wonderful.
Oh, shit.
Quickly, yeah, he's visible now. My mic was muted. My bad. But yeah, I popped him out of invisibility. But yes, he did say all that shit before I popped him out of invisibility, so he would have been very confused.
Well,
It's like, who the fuck is talking?
funny thing enough, while he was still invisible, Sarah was looking at him directly.
Oh.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm pulling up this map. Sorry, one sec.
So are we gonna be able to pick up the pace here, or are we gonna have to like stop and deal with this, guys?
Well, I can try and slow them down or stop them. Really depends on what y'all want me to do.
I think I don't know, to be honest, we can keep going and just keep riding, but it's apparently mechanical, and these horses aren't going to last forever. So I'd say let's just post up here, stop the car, get into cover, and figure out who the fuck these guys are.
I agree. I feel like there's still a minute or so behind us. So if we can pull it in and then get cover so they can't actually see where we are, we might be able to force them to have to slow down and look around and try and spot us.
They can't really hide the cart, so we're just gonna have to leave it.
I'm immediately gonna dive off the cart and find somewhere nearby to hide a little bit further back from where the cart's gonna be.
Okay, sure. But yeah, as you can see on the map, there is like a ridge on one side, and well, in fact, I'll say, although you can't see on the map, we'll say on the edge of the right-hand side of the map here, there's another ridge. So you're kind of like in a crevice that going down a path, and there's like raised ledges above you. So you don't see any easy spot to realistically hide the wagon. There's stones and rocks and stuff, but nothing big enough to conceal it well enough.
Sarah's going to jump off the wagon and run down here.
Okay, sure.
I'm getting behind this rock.
So are you stopping the wagon then? You're gonna get the horses to stop, yeah?
I would imagine so, yeah.
Well, Kai was at the reins.
I jumped off. I'm
He
leaving you guys to
jumped
deal
off.
with it.
He jumped off. I'm gonna grab the reins and I'm gonna pull it over just to the side here
Yeah.
and park it there. Or just
I'm like,
to be
fuck
honest,
that
I'm
shit,
just
I'm
gonna
out.
stop it exactly where it is. Can you move this car around, by the way? Or is
Yeah,
it
if
just
you want me to.
Yeah. So, yeah, just move it here. It's just gonna stop here. Can you see that?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to move it. Why can't I?
How dark is it out here, by the way? Is it like pitch black? Is it moonlight? Is there?
I assume it's pitch, but it'll be moonlight, right? Moonlit.
Yeah, there is moonlight, and I mean, we haven't touched on this yet, but in our world, the moon is made of gold. So actually, moonlight has a bit of a golden tint to it. If you were to look up at the moon, you would see like an actual, a bit of a smaller moon than like what we have in real life, but it's a bit smaller in scale. But it's fully gold. There is a section of it that's broken open, and like a few kind of chunks floating out from it. And there's like some type of weird kind of pattern where that break is, but it's so far away, there's no way to really say what exactly it is. If any of you are familiar with history and lore, then you might know what exactly went on with the moon, but it's common knowledge that it was part of the fall of the first god of death, like close to 700 years ago. But yeah, there's a bit of moonlight. Anyway.
Okay.
Would it be considered like dim light or?
No, not quite. No.
Okay.
It just gives everything just kind of this like weird kind of ethereal kind of tint to it, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's brighter at some more brighter on some nights than others, and tonight it's not too warping with its colours. But yeah, everyone picking the spot. Everyone good?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm gonna stay inside the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna hide myself amongst the sheets and whatever. If there is, yeah, I assume there's a little bit of stuff, right, to hide behind, right?
Yeah. There's some stuff in there, sure.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hide myself, and Floof is just gonna stay just outside the wagon, watching over me.
Cool.
unless someone gives Rue any specific direction,
Oh.
Rue's just gonna follow Saria.
Okay.
Did anyone turn the light off? I'll turn the light off.
Yeah, sure. You turn the lights off, and quickly move away. And almost immediately after you do that, the sound is like overbearing. You know, they must be incredibly close at this point.
I'm just hiding inside it.
Yeah. A few moments goes by, and then the sound kind of blares past the wagon, and the three of you outside can see this mechanical wagon, essentially this dune crawler, just barrel through down the road. It looks like this, and you can see two goblins hanging off the back of it on either side. And you see through like a glass window at the front another goblin on the front seat, and they kind of move all the way up. Oh, sorry, they move all the way up beside the wagon, and then kind of block it off. Over here.
Are we hidden, by the way? Like stealth?
They don't seem to have noticed you now.
Okay.
Because it's just due to like the darkness, and they're focused on the wagon basically. But yeah, the two goblins hop off the back. The one of the hatch on the roof of the vehicle pops open, and two orcs jump out. And then one of them kind of bangs on the side of the vehicle, and then it takes off, rides further ahead, and you see it kind of because it moves quite quickly, it kind of vanishes into the darkness, and then you hear it change direction, like it went off to one side, somewhere probably eastward. It kind of turned off down some other side path. So this vanishes.
I'd like to move a bit closer if I can, following like the shadow of the ridge on this side. Just trying to remain stealth.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, give me a stealth check at this point. If you're gonna move, you'll need a stealth check.
Okay, I will make a stealth check.
Cool.
I'll follow where Saria goes.
This is gonna go great. Are we ready? We're ready for a great roll.
One of the goblins like leaps up onto the top of the cart.
I mean,
Actually,
honestly,
terrible.
That-
Minus 2 for 12.
I roll terribly.
Oh,
I
no.
guess I will stealth as well.
If I mean, I'm hiding inside it, so should I stealth as well?
Not for the minute. They haven't got inside it yet.
Oh, wonderful.
I mean, oh my god, I rolled the best with a -2. Wow, same as
And disadvantage.
Yeah, and disadvantage. Crazy.
I'm just gonna do it like this. It's really easy for me.
Bring it.
This one.
Can I?
0. Okay.
Oh, you said it's not dim light, right? Even along like the ridge edge.
No, it's middle of the night at this point. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's pitch black.
Oh, pitch black. Okay. Can I instead spend 1 key point on vanishing presence and remain hidden?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Okay, I'd like to do that. Thank you.
Sure. So we'll ignore your 12. That's fine. But firstly, you do see one of these goblins that leaps up onto the side of the cart. This one moves to the corner. This one kind of moves to the horses, the orc, and this one kind of takes a step back and watches from the side. This one the orc kind of pats the horse to try and stop it from taking off or getting spooked. This goblin kind of leaps onto the top of the wagon and starts kind of like scratching at the roof looking for a way in. That's kind of or just kind of looking to see what's inside, if you know what I mean. It's looking for an easy way in. The one at the back kind of glances around the side and then it immediately sees firstly it hears the clanking of metal from both Daria and Rue, but it takes note of Rue first, being the slightly more notable creature, and kind of squeals for a moment and then says, "Yeah, boss, they're here." Points, takes a step back. You see this orc walks by, and says, "Hello there. You're here for guild business, yeah?"
Yes, we are on guild business.
Yeah, thought so. Well, we're part of the Scarblade tribe, and, well, we kind of want to know what you're up to. Where are you off?
We're off to a mine to rescue some miners that's been trapped inside.
Oh, mine, eh? Yeah. Yeah, we heard about that as well. Disgruntled miner came to visit the tribe earlier today. You know, he paid us some money, but told us to help you out. But, I mean, looking at you, I think you look a little bit more trouble than you're worth. I mean, we might take the Delver bot, but, I mean, heavy lifting isn't too easy for you elves, is it?
Sorry, hang on, what did you just say?
He said heavy lifting isn't really too easy for you elves, is it?
Sarah will just glare at him when he said he would take Rue, and just takes another step in front of Rue.
Yeah. And he says, "Oh, all right. Touched the nerve, I see. Well, here's the deal, all right? You got two choices. You can either give up what you got. We'll be on our way. We'll finish this job. Bish, bash, bosh, all done. Minus happy, the guild will recover. You know, whatever. I'm sure you'll still get some gold. Or we can do this the hard way. It's your choice."
Rue will chime in and say, "Well, actually, Zarya here is pretty good at lifting things."
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah. I mean, look at the sword. Look at the armor she's wearing.
Well,
that stuff's heavy.
Anyone can wear a suit of armor.
I mean, I suppose so.
Look, what I'm trying to say is, we're taking this job. The reward will be ours and ours alone. We do not see any reason to split it with you. So...
I mean, there is your lives. You could walk away with them right now.
You jest. First things first. I know there's 4 of you, so where's the other 2?
Oh, they're behind you right now, ready to attack.
He just smiles and then glances over his shoulder. Doesn't see anything.
I mean, that's the point. You're not supposed to see them.
He says, "Look, If we can help it, we don't want to spill your blood. You give me a reason why we should accept you into this job. Why should we accommodate and split what we would earn?
Well, sorry is real strong, so I mean,
You
if
keep saying that, but she's pretty skinny, little elf woman. I'm not very convinced, I'm afraid.
Rule
Tell you
actually
what,
take
lift that
2
cart.
steps forward after
Lift the
that.
cart if you're that strong.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a strength check.
Strength check.
He's still glancing around, looking
Just
for
a
the other
normal?
two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As she,
Can I use athletics if I'm proficient?
Oh, yeah, sure. My bad. Yeah, athletics. Yeah.
as she does this, I'm going to,
24.
Nice.
I'm gonna reach out and grab this goblin. He's not on the roof, right? He's like inside.
He's on the roof.
He's just about to peek inside the open, like basically the cabin has like a small kind of it's not a door, but like wooden window panels that open, and then you can climb out onto where the rains are. And you closed that when you jumped inside, so he's just opened them and he's about to peek inside.
And then suddenly the cart gets lifted forward
the
a little
cart
bit.
gets lifted forward and he kind of slips a little bit. But
I'll wait.
okay, you lift the cart like a decent lift off the ground, and the orc kind of gives a nod and says, "Oh, guess you proved me wrong, but still, you need to give me a proper reason here.
How about
what
your
use are you
lives?
gonna be, really?
Hmm?
I mean, I can lift rocks. I can do that. We take your Delver bot. He can help us.
Well, actually, I don't belong to you, so that, I kind of belong to them, so...
You're here to do a job, Delver. Whether you're with
Well,
them or you're with us, the job gets done."
Farria's getting annoyed now with how they're talking to Ruin. She's going to step forward once more, and then her ring's going to come up and she's going to cast Fog Cloud.
Oh, shit. Okay.
With, using it.
Cool. Go for it.
Let's remember how to do this. So this is spells. We use it, cast spell, and then I have to do something else, right? To untarget, if I remember correctly, which is this, and then that. Okay, and that should be fine now, right?
Should be, yeah. And it's centered on you, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So you hold out your hand, the ring glows, and then this white vapor just pours out of it and swirls around. And before, in a matter of seconds, the 20-foot area around you is just completely encircled with swirling clouds of mist. The orc kind of shouts, "Weapons!" and you hear blades get drawn. Everyone
as soon as I see the cloud come up, okay.
Yeah, everyone initiative, please.
Oh shit.
Here we go. Normal.
Oh shit.
Combat encounter is on your...
Oh.
It did not work. Why did that not work?
Sorry, what happened?
Do I need to pop back in to do it? I might need to pop my thing back in. Yeah, I did. It's because I was popped out of my sheet. It's all good. I fixed it.
Cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh shit.
Wait, my bad. What am I missing here, guys?
I just clicked the initiative button on my sheet next to strength. And
Yeah. If you just open your sheet, Dave, click the initiative button, and you'll jump up on the. Lovely. Cool. So, first up is Kai.
Okay. Can I see at all through the fog, or is it like completely obscured?
It's
I
a
can't see
Um,
anything.
completely obscured, yeah.
Okay.
You mean you know where they were last you?
Yeah.
You know, but if you make an attack roll against them inside it, then you'll be at disadvantage.
Okay, I would like to, if I can, head up behind this guy. Oh, I can't move. Why can't I move? Am I doing something around here? Oh, there you go. I'm gonna draw 2 daggers.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna reach one up over his shoulder against his throat, and the other one piercing like against the back of his kidney.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna whisper into his ear. I'm gonna say, "I'd suggest you tell your men to stand down," and I'm gonna hold my action. If any of them do anything aggressive, I'm gonna take my attack action.
Interesting. Cool. Give me an intimidation check.
Oh no! So no, that's not good.
I mean, you're trying to intimidate him.
I know. Come on, dice.
You're not asking kindly with doe eyes.
I mean, that's
That's not
how it's a 10.
Okay.
I mean,
You hear him kind of like growl under his breath. He seems to be pretty ready to fight at this stage. Especially now that you've directly threatened him in that way. But he immediately swirls around. You feel the blades get knocked slightly away, but you're still ready to attack him if you need to.
Yeah.
Cool. Is that your go? Or do you want to spring your action straight away?
No, I'm gonna wait until he actually either tries to get away from me or he like tries to attack someone before I actually make an attack.
Cool.
Yeah, that's much.
Nice. Give me a second here. I just realised I need some combat music. Lovely. Okay, so let's turn that down a little bit more. Lovely. So this orc immediately spins and draws its battle axe and goes to take a swing at you, Kai. Where it heard your voice anyway and felt the blades. Do you want to trigger your?
Yeah, I would like to
actions,
attack him.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, okay, I need to figure out how to do this now. Sorry.
That's okay, man. Don't worry. It's gonna happen.
And
on
I'm
my
attacking with
end,
disadvantage,
more than
right?
anything.
yeah,
Yes.
disadvantage.
Okay. 15.
15.
Miss.
15 hits.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
We're level
roll
1.
Roll damage.
Yeah.
They're not gonna have like 28.
Yeah, they've only got hide armor. These are the orcs.
6. And I can use a weapon property because it's a reaction, right?
No, you hold your action. So it's your action.
Your weapon property is a once per turn effect, so you can't use it off your turn.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, cool.
Nice. The orc spins around and goes to take a swing in retaliation to you. Kind of gets hit, stabbed by the dagger. You feel a splash of blood down your wrist as you plunge it in. And then the greatsword comes swinging at you. It's going to be a disadvantage. Misses with a 14. Swings right through the mist, and you see the blade come in just at the last second and duck down. Big cut through the mist leaves a gap briefly, and he gets a quick glimpse of you before you vanish into the cloud again. And he will. He's going to hold his spot for the time being. Next up is Saria.
Yeah, I move up right next to the mouthy fucker, and I will make an attack with advantage.
Nice.
Don't click. Oh, why the hell's... Oh, everything's targeted. Why is that
Oh, what's
happening?
advantage for?
Oh, because I can see in the fog. I have blind sight, 10 feet, remember?
Yeah, so would it just be normal roll because of that?
No.
Yeah, but he has
He
disadvantage.
can't see me.
Oh, right, yeah, you're right, yeah. Yeah, he's technically kind of basically blind while he's in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Why did it not roll advantage?
It won't know, you just click advantage when it pops up.
It didn't pop. Oh yeah, it did. It's there. Okay.
Nice, hits, roll damage.
We're going to use a reaction to use. Oh. You do damage real quick though. Normal.
Nice.
That's a lot of damage dice.
Oh, why did it do it to me?
You have yourself targeted as well.
No, it should have been on.
Don't
You
worry,
had them
dude.
both targeted. I
Don't
think.
worry, dude. We're getting used to it. I'll play it by what's intended. So we have 8 fire damage. Going
He has to
towards
make
the
a
orc.
strength save, but I don't know what the save should be because it doesn't say. It should be my, I guess, is it proficiency
Yeah, it's
plus 1?
yeah, proficiency
Plus
con plus 8.
The 10 for the save?
8. It's like a spell save. Strength save.
So what's that? I've 16 is a
it
plus 3
fails.
con fail, so he takes the 8 damage and is restrained.
Nice. Yeah, he's looking real hurt. Did you roll damage from the axe hit as well? I don't think you did.
The greatsword?
The greatsword, sorry, yeah.
It says 20, but that seems too high.
I think that's your
That-
2 hit.
That's your to hit.
No, hang on. So normal.
Yeah. Very nice. Cool. So yeah, an extra. How much damage? 11 damage. Yeah, this guy's fucking toast.
Literally, because he's fucking burning.
Well, I'm burning. I've got the effect on me. for some
Well,
reason.
yeah, but I mean,
He's also restrained, so he can't move.
well, he's
And it makes the
Yeah, how do you finish him off?
Oh.
He's totally done.
yeah, he's very restrained.
Sarah will just lean into him and say, I did warn you. We could have offered you your life, and then she brings her greatsword up around his neck and decapitates his head, and then throws it at the goblin next to him. They can't see it coming.
Awesome. But yeah, he is gone. And what happens, by the way, when you activate your fire rune?
Well, nobody can see, but basically what happens is, so the rune is on her gloves, and normally it just affects tools that she uses as passively, but the same effect, the fiery lines as she hits with the sword goes up her greatsword, making little runes around it, and as the hit happens, the runes kind of move on to the orc, and then these fiery shackles come up out of the ground, 2 around the head and 1 around the neck, and just pulls them to the ground.
Nice. Yeah. And the orc takes a massive greatsword hit and just almost cleaved entirely. Just lands to the floor in a pool of blood. The goblin beside him, well, the 2 goblins beside this orc, have no clue what just happened to him. They just hear him kind of shout out, and there's maybe like a little bit of spray of blood nearby them, but they don't seem to be aware that he's died.
And then bonus action, she will activate her cloud rune.
Yeah, nice.
And again, you can't really see it, but that basically her eyes just become a little bit more. One of the runes on her chest piece starts to glow, and then one of her eyes just gets a little swirly with clouds.
Yeah, awesome. Good stuff.
Damn.
Next up is Vargas.
All right, so I'm hidden. Just got a quick question regarding like, if I'm hidden and I attack, is that a stealth attack? I can't remember how it
No,
works.
it's not like a stealth attack. You'll have advantage on the creature.
I'll have advantage on the hit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll
Yeah. It'll
pop
be
out. Bash him on the face with my cane.
where this fog is. He's technically shrouded by the fog as well. So when you pop out to like here onto the reins and then attack him, like just above you on top of the wagon, he is still technically shrouded in the mist. So you'd have advantage because of the stealth attack essentially, but you have disadvantage because he's covered in mist. So it's just a straight roll.
I think I'm doing this right. No. Apparently not.
So you just target the goblin and then
I've got him targeted.
Yeah. And then what are you trying to do
I just a melee attack
with the
with
cane?
my cane.
Yeah. So in your inventory, just click the cane button, and it should just roll an attack roll.
Okay, 1 second.
Or it'll ask you to choose advantage, disadvantage, stuff like that.
It says usability.
1 minute.
Is there not? Should there not be like a hit button with it? Like,
Oh, yeah. That's for the spell that it can do. So just untick that box.
okay, and then click usability.
Yeah.
Okay. Isn't recognizing.
What?
It's fine. I'll just do it normal.
Tell you what, I'll just get rid of the charges and it should fix that for the time being.
All right. So I guess just normal.
Cool, there we go. That should fix it. Misses, unfortunately. The goblin just goes slightly wide of the goblin in front of you.
All right. That's fine. I don't think I've got any bonus actions. No. I'll just be like, oh shit. Hello.
Cool.
Don't forget, Scott, that the orc by the horses is not on the initiative tracker.
Oh, is he not?
No.
What's going on?
Or do I gotta click enter? There we go.
Yeah, it helps, but you don't have to. I can do it if needed. Cool, he's next up, this orc. Cool, so end of your turn, Flumph can go if you want to do anything with him. If you want him to attack, you have to use your reaction though.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, he's gonna go over here. I'm gonna use my reaction, and he's gonna. Can he use my spell? I can't. Oh, shit. Sorry.
Only if you cast it on your turn and hold it, like you know. Think of it like you hold Eldritch Blast, and then on oh, it has to be a touch spell, right? So it's like
he has an Eldritch Bolt though. He'll do an Eldritch Bolt towards this goblin. Sorry, 1 second. I think I've got it. Oh wait, how's this?
It'll be disadvantage.
So select target.
Oh,
Damn.
that's rough.
Yeah.
That was almost 2 natural 20s. What the fuck?
No. But yeah, the bolt goes slightly wide. Flume says, "Oh, that was a misfire." Goes slightly off. Over there.
Jeez. I think you skipped the goblin.
I just did. Yeah. Cool. This goblin will swing wildly around it, trying to hit Saria. It's just going to be a scimitar. Oh, actually, you know what? It's going to use its bonus action. It's going to disengage. It's going to move 25 feet.
Technically, didn't need a disengage.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't.
use my
It doesn't
reaction.
know that though.
No, that's fair.
Actually, never saw you really attack anything. It just knows that you're near it, so it's like, I gotta get out of it. I can't see.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna jump out, and then it exits, glances at this orc, sees Vargas, draws a bow off its back, a short bow, and takes a quick shot at Vargas. Straight roll. Boom, deflect it with your cane. Nice block there. That's going to be the goblin. The orc will kind of grimace, pulls out his axe and leaps up beside Vargas. Takes a big swing as well. His great axe. Yeah, that's gonna hit. 24. Damage. Yep, so that's 6 points of damage, dude.
Alright.
I don't know if this is intended, but every time you roll, we don't see what you rolled.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm not sure why it's doing that.
Hold on.
I'll try and fix it for next game.
Hold on, I want to do something. I'm sorry, I'm not used to this.
It's okay.
Where the fuck's it gone? I just saw it. Oh, sorry guys. There it
Go
is.
again.
Are you trying to adjust your HP? Oh, what's...
No, I'll do Blade Ward, cantrip.
Ooh,
Cast a
nice.
response when a creature hits you with an attack
I'll
roll.
re-roll that.
You used your reaction though, right?
Oh, you did, yeah, to get your familiar to
Oh,
attack.
you're right. Of course I did. Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, you take 6, unfortunately.
Sorry.
No, you're right.
Awesome. Yeah, Rue, you're up.
Okay, so situation. Altercation happened, fog appeared, I hear fighting noises.
Yeah.
A
little flash
and
of
then
flame,
sudden,
and
yeah.
a few, you hear Flume kind of shout out, you know, like, oh, that was a misfire. You hear some clanking over by the wagon at the front. You hear Vargas kind of scrapping with a goblin and orc.
Does it sound like Saria is like being battled in this moment?
I mean, it's all kind of happening simultaneously.
Yeah, it's kind of hard,
You
huh?
can't really, you don't really know if she took out the orc yet. I'd say at the end of the round, you would know.
Yeah. I'm gonna move towards where I know the orc was and like see if I.
Yeah, as
like,
you get within 5
counter him.
feet, you notice that he's at least he's incapacitated on the ground. You're not 100% sure if
Okay.
he's like dead, but he doesn't seem to be up and fighting at least.
He's
Gotcha.
probably smoldering, right?
Yeah,
That was a lot of fire damage.
Okay, I'm gonna then move towards where I heard like Vargas and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
You kind of bump into the wagon a bit as you step through the cloud. And...
yeah, just like hand on the side as I like rush past.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I get out here. I see Vargas is in a bit of a pickle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go ahead and probably shouldn't use that. Am I in melee range with this orc, or is he like up
Yeah, you're in melee.
quite a bit? Okay. I'm just gonna cast a primal savagery on him.
Nice. Go for it.
So primal savagery, normal, a 20 to hit.
Yeah, hits. All damage.
Normal, and 3 acid damage.
Nice.
So Rue kind of like runs out of the mist, the fog, turns around and says, "Don't worry, Vargas. I got you." And the claws at the end of the, like, basically the fingers are like claws, and they just like extend and start heavily dripping that green liquid that's inside of the, like, sometimes dripping out of the bot, and just like strike him in the shoulder and just like inject acid into him.
Nice. And yeah, it screams out in pain from the burning acids and slash across his back.
Yes, and then I shall throw a bonus action healing word at Vargas. So untarget this guy, target Vargas, and healing word, level 1, yes. Normal. For 5 HP.
Nice.
Very nice.
And that is my turn.
Lovely.
Thank you very much.
This goblin is up. He's going to step out of this mist so he can see. And takes a swing on Vargas. Oh, actually, he sees the orc is kind of toe-to-toe with him. So he's actually going to pull out his bow and take a short bow shot at Flumph.
One thing, Scott, in chat it says like HP not updated apply for the healing I did.
So I
need
did
to
it,
press that?
I did it
Okay.
myself.
Yeah, like either I can do it on my end, and if
Okay.
I did, then it would say to you, "Hey, it's been applied," or you know, if you guys want to do that stuff, manually do your own HP, then you know.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, cool.
As long as it's applied, it's fine.
So yeah, he's going to take a short bow shot at Flumph, but misses with 7. Kind of and screams a little bit and kind of moves a little bit more here to kind of drop down behind Vargas. That's the goblin's turn. Kai, you're up. Was it?
Oh, fuck, I'm muted, sorry. How do I, how are we playing knowing what's going on here? Like, do I hear fighting near, like, the front of
Yeah,
the
you
wagon
do.
now?
Yeah, you hear it. You just, you know, this circle that you can see on the screen, you just can't see what's inside that circle, and if you're in it, you can't see out of it. So, all you know is the direction that stuff's happening. You're not sure exactly the distance or exactly what's happening. You just know there's sounds of combat, essentially.
So because I started over here, I don't know if you can see my ping.
Yeah.
And I stepped in, I would have like a rough idea of how far the fog extends, right? Up, like,
Yeah.
this way.
Yeah.
Okay, good, cool.
You
In
know,
that
it's
case,
not massive. It's just you know, you saw it manifest, so you know it's about 40 feet from end to end.
Okay,
A
cool.
little bit more
Then I'm
over.
gonna run this direction until I can see outside, and then go the extra 10 feet next to this guy.
Nice.
I am going to. I also don't remember if we clarified for my weapon if it takes like if it's a free action to switch between one-handed or two-handed?
Yeah, you can do that. Sure.
Okay, in which case then I'll slowly loosen the rope off my wrist and I'll hold the dagger out, kind of like dangling by my side, and I'm gonna make attack on this orc up on the cart.
Yeah, the chain, right? Yeah.
Yeah, with the chain. So it's a 30 feet. I think I can do it.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just a regular roll, right?
Yes. Yeah, hits.
17. Does that hit? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
roll damage. Just make sure you're targeting the orc. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
So damage. And I'm also going to pull him towards me
Yeah.
off the cart. So then I don't know if he's off high, if he's like prone, or if he's just there now.
Yeah,
But-
I'll say you can either pull him to where it's put him, or you can put him this side instead. 'Cause You can't.
Yeah,
pull-
let's
you
put
can't
him
pull
that side.
Yeah, you just can't pull him past Rue. So
Yeah.
lovely. So 9 points of damage. Nice.
Okay, and then
He's looking pretty damn hurt. He's definitely blooded. He's kind of like death's door almost.
so my movement, my action, is the pull a reaction or a bonus action?
No,
I'm
it's
trying
just
to-
it's a thing you can do once per turn for free. It's like a weapon master. So
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Like if you do the pull, then you can't do the dive.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah.
Cool. So then I can also punch this goblin, right? That's my bonus action.
Yep.
Quick attack.
Do a quick attack. Yeah, go for it.
Attack. 13.
Oh, misses. Goblin drops real low to the ground and scurries to the side of you. Your punch goes slightly wide. Lovely. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I'm just checking one last thing. Because it's two-handed, I can use a free action to pull the dagger back to me, right, as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I'll do that. It's back up my side, and that's my turn.
Nice. This orc is dead. Saria, you're up.
I'm going to zoom up here,
Cool.
and
I'll let
add-
you do your action and stuff before I move this radius over you.
I get great sword. What? Hang on. Oh, I'm still targeting that. I was like, you're too far away.
Yeah.
I think you're targeting yourself too, so be careful.
Yeah, you'll get used to the targeting, don't worry. We just need to play a bit with the system.
Yeah, you are targeting yourself.
Yeah, you are, yeah. So the
go.
targeting thing,
Good
Rhea, is just the edges. It's like edges that point towards the
Oh,
token.
natural one. Oh no, it should be
Oh.
advantage. Hey,
Uh,
yeah,
Why advantage?
because the fog cloud.
Oh, yeah,
can't
the
see
fog cloud. Yeah, we established this.
So,
Yeah,
I
roll
can
again.
Just roll again. Roll.
wait, does the fog cloud move with you?
Yeah.
It's like a vampire.
Yeah, still misses.
Hey.
You can use your graze though if you want.
Yeah, I'll use grace. So that's 4.
Yeah, 4 damage. Goblin is bloodied.
Okay.
Nice.
Mind
So
the
yeah,
ball.
even though you swing slightly wide, you hit just enough to like do a semi-deep kind of cut down the arm of the goblin. It kind of winces in pain and seems like it's got a decent injury that's going to bleed for a little while. It's definitely hurt by that. Very nice. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Vargas.
My reaction back.
All right. I'm going to just drop down on. Actually,
Wasn't
Remind
this
me-
orc next to me, like, on the cart?
Yeah, he got pulled.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I missed that.
And basically what you saw was Kai run out of the mist, kind of loosened a dagger from under his sleeve, and a chain dropped down. The dagger fell to the floor, and then he kind of whipped it up and threw it like a chain dagger. You know, it went over your head, hit the orc, and went into him, and then he pulled the chain, and the orc kind of flew off the top of the wagon. And
I think the orc would be in the fog cloud as well now. I think.
yeah, he
Gotcha.
would be. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna. I got my fucking. Oh, mic's not muted, right? Hello.
No, we
No,
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear you.
What's up?
Alright, no, it's fine. I am just going to attack this motherfucker. I was wondering, this weapon's supposed to be versatile, and I can't seem to activate the versatile.
Yeah, when you roll damage with it, it will come up and where there's a confirmation like, hey, you roll this damage. On one of those boxes that's on that window, it will say versatile, and it'll have a little drop down with 2 buttons to choose. One of them is one-handed, one of them is 2.
Okay.
Who are you attacking? The goblin?
Oh,
that hits.
yeah, the goblin next to me.
Yes.
Can I say I love that your weapon?
I see. Sorry,
Can I say I love that your weapon's got a dazzling cane?
Yeah.
Indeed. It does dazzle. 4 damage. Is that right? Oh,
7 damage.
7 damage. Sorry, I just looked at the roll.
Yeah, go ahead and explain to me how you one-shot this goblin with the arcane.
It's a swift, 2-handed bonk down on the head. It sort of just caves in his skull a little bit, not too much, but you know, it leaves a big dent.
Nice.
And he just sort of like goes, stumbles and then falls over to the ground.
Awesome. Cool.
Sorry, and then yeah, that's me.
Cool. Anything from Flump? Or...
So again, like you said, I have to use my so he can use his Eldritch Bolt, but it's a reaction to do so.
Yeah, otherwise you can do like a dash or a disengage or a help or any of the other little minor actions that he has.
Right.
But
Okay.
you just can't attack unless you reaction.
Okay. Well, I mean, he can't really see this guy, but he's gonna try and do an Eldritch Bolt on this guy. So would it be a disadvantage?
Yeah. I'll move this so you don't get any issues with the target.
Yeah,
another miss. No, I'm sorry, Vargas. I'm just not on the ball today. I'm trying though. Fires off another bolt. Just misses one of the horses.
Die! I love him so much.
Love that. That's you. This goblin. It's gonna. Still shrouded by this mist, I guess. Sure. He's gonna disengage again. Move back this way.
Do I see him run by me, by the way, just for like knowing where he is next turn?
You see him move out, like you see him move like 5 feet away, and then he disappears in the fog.
Okay.
And really, it's just like a silhouette, you know. It's like shroud.
Just get an idea of direction. That's all.
Yeah. But he's gonna pull out short bow, another shot at Vargas because he's the only one he can really see.
A bit disadvantage. Oh no, that's the guy who just moved out. Yeah.
It's just straight roll. Misses. Fires nice and wide. It like hits the side of the wagon. He like glances around looking for a potential escape route because he sees this orc dead on the ground and he's like, oh shit, like maybe.
Oh look, the head's next to him.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
In fact, he sees this dead orc and he sees underneath, because he's a very small goblin, he sees underneath the wagon and sees the other goblin dead on the ground as well. So he immediately starts looking for a way to get out. That's him. This orc, being at death's door, kind of arches back and roars into the sky and goes to just swing wildly at Ray. He's basically doing the best he can before he goes down, trying to die in his own way if he has to. Ray arcs disadvantage. Wait, is it disadvantage? Because
Hmm?
I mean, we're both in the
yeah,
mist.
because
Yeah.
they're both in. Is that how it works, Ray? I forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a straight
Um,
roll, right?
No, it's disadvantage.
Oh, right. Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, cool. Yeah, swings. Totally wide. He's just. In fact, let me make a quick d20 roll. I'm gonna say above a 15, he hits the horse instead.
Oh, motherfucker. Better not roll above 15. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, swings just wide of the horse as well. That is the orc. Right, you're up.
I will. I'm just gonna primal savagery again, honestly.
Cool.
Kill him.
Disadvantage. Oof. Yeah, about that.
Not quite.
Yeah, I try. Root tries to go for the strike, but just like fucking
Yeah.
thinks he's like in one place, but it's like, ah, shit, it's just missed.
Yeah. Once again, give me another d20 roll. I'm gonna say this is a 17 or higher, and it hits the horse. It's only a small chance.
D20.
It's mainly because the horses are moving.
Oh
around.
my god, that was way too close.
Yeah. And you singe a bit of its hair with the acid, but nothing hurts it. But the horses are beginning to become
Agitated.
Yeah. So they're moving around, they're bumping into the orc, and it's
Oh.
not great.
I'll move around the orc to like kind of block off the horses and try and like
Okay. Sure.
calm them. I don't have an action though, but like just to get ready to
We
calm.
still doing the reaction thing if we move a full 180 behind that they get an attack? Or...
Oh yeah, we are doing that. Yeah.
Oh,
So
go
if
for
you,
it.
bearing that in mind, do you still want to do that?
Root doesn't care.
Okay, cool. So he will take a reaction swing.
But the horse.
That's why Rue's doing it. Rue's standing in front of the horse.
This won't have a chance to hit the misses. Yeah. Because I'm gonna say that you kind of moved this way around him.
Yeah.
So like he's swinging technically.
The
this
arc
way,
would be
a-
like
as
that
you-
way, yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't have a chance to hit the horse, but swings wide. Very nice. This goblin's dead. Got Kai. You're up, dude.
Okay. Oh. Wait, why is it doing that? Okay, cool. I'm going to run out of the fog, the direction that I think the goblin headed. Can I call for a non-lethal attack if I'm bludgeoning damage? Okay, so and I can also use my quick attack bonus action without my action being an attack as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can
so I'm
always
gonna.
do a bonus action punch if you want to.
Okay, cool. So first, I'm gonna try and punch this little goblin out, not kill him.
Go for it.
Oh wait, I got a target first. Quick attack.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Then damage. 5.
Yeah, this goblin is knocked unconscious.
I don't need to do anything to keep him alive now, right? He's not like bleeding out or like he's like stable.
Yeah, he's stable. Yeah, he's just
Okay.
he's knocked unconscious.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's it then. I think that's my turn. I'm just gonna stand over this guy's body and just
Cool.
Oh, actually no. I'm gonna use my action to ruffle for my backpack and pull out the guild crest thingy.
Oh, okay, sure. What are you doing with it? You want to activate it, or?
No, not yet. I'm just gonna have it in my hand ready.
Okay, cool. This orc's dead. Saria.
Yeah, I'm gonna move
Just
out
this
of that.
orc left, and he looks pretty damn hurt.
Okay, could you move the...
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm accidentally rotating you somehow here. My bad. There we go.
Okay, so I'm just targeting that, and then this should work at advantage.
Yeah.
Almost a crit.
Nice. Well done.
Not more. 4. No, more than that.
How much?
9.
9. Yeah,
9.
he's fucking toast. How do you kill him?
9.
Sarah will stab him through the chest, and then with her both hands on her greatsword, she'll pull up and then fling his body away from the horses.
Nice. Yeah, he is a bloodied mess on the ground. With that, there seems to be no threat left. As the mist clears, you see the bodies of 2 orcs, a goblin, and an unconscious goblin left.
Vargas does remind everyone that there was a vehicle that dropped. Yeah, they're probably. Sorry, I've gone to Carloki there.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna come back. Oh yeah, we should probably get ready for that. I'm just gonna go behind this rock here and just sort of start to tend to my wound, my 1 HP of wound. Thanks.
But yeah, as
Will come over and start fussing over me.
yeah, he does. Yeah, he flies over and begins kind of checking over your wounds, making sure there's no chance of infection, and he's just like, "I'm so sorry, Vargas. I just couldn't seem to get my aim correctly. All that mist and look, I'm really sorry you got injured. Can I help you?" And he's like messing around, rooting through your bag for supplies to help.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Yeah, you could have done better.
I'll do better, I promise. Next time, I promise. And he's just doing his due diligence to help you tend to your wounds.
Indeed.
Are
I should have
we
left
in
a
combat
ghost
still?
behind. I don't know.
No, I'll end that.
Yeah, I think it's because we're in the combat thing.
Yeah, it's ended now. So yeah,
Is everything all right? Everyone all right?
Yes, I'm doing fine.
What about you, Kai?
All great over here, and I'm gonna reach into my backpack and pull out a rope, and I'm gonna start tying up this goblin. I could do with one of you strong guys to help move this guy.
Yeah, sorry, I'll come and basically pick him up with one hand.
Yeah, sure.
Heeding the words of Vargas, Rue's gonna like start heading this way a little slowly and like inspecting the tracks of it and like trying to see ahead to see if that vehicle's coming back.
You don't hear it anymore, so you assume.
Yeah, but it could have stopped by the
it could have
sign.
stopped potentially, but you don't see it in the near vicinity with your dark vision, and the tracks just lead off into darkness ahead of you.
Gotcha.
A few more moments go by as you kind of gather up and check these creatures. I'll say you get about between the two goblins, there's about 18 gold, Between the two orcs, there's about 40 gold. And they do also have like a couple of great axes, a couple of short swords and short bows, stuff like that. A few javelins, things like that, if you really want to pick them clean.
I don't loot them, so that loot can be distributed amongst yourself. If you want to give some to Vargas, he'll probably take it, but at the same time, he's kind of, yeah.
Ty also doesn't care about looting the bodies.
Yeah, it's all very rudimentary equipment anyway. You're not going to get much for it, but
we'll collect the gold. How much gold was there again?
40 from the orcs and 18 from the goblins.
Each or combined?
No, combined. Yeah.
Okay. So 58.
Yeah, 58 total. Just don't know how you want to split it, but there is a party resource as well, but I think we'll get into that maybe next game. But at this point, as you kind of take a few minutes to kind of gather things up, move this goblin around, tie him up, tend to your wounds.
Bruce just fussing over the horses.
Yeah, you calm them down pretty damn effectively. As with your druid.
Yeah, I actually use animal friend spell.
Ooh, very nice. Yeah.
To like charm it, calm it down, and make sure it trusts me.
Yeah, it seems much more at ease now. Whereas it might have still been a bit on edge going forward, it now feels pretty safe and secure around you. And to the rest of you, it's very odd to see a construct-like creature be so kind of gentle and comforting to these animals. Usually, animals don't really kind of interact very deeply with constructs and warforged and delver bots, whatever. But regardless, a few minutes go by, and then you hear that rumble again. You think maybe it's coming back for a brief few moments, and then you start to hear it get quieter and quieter, and it seems to be travelling in the distance that it came from, back down the road. So you assume that it's fled.
Oh, interesting.
But at this point, there doesn't seem to be any more threat, and as you begin to kind of gather yourselves up to continue on the journey and finish off your rests, we'll wrap up there for the night, and we'll be back.
Hey.
We'll be back for game 2 soon.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so fun.
Yeah, I missed D&D.
Hell yeah. I loved it.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
liking all these
fucking
characters, guys. I'm really enjoying them.
your fucking fog cloud is really strong for you, but fuck me.
Yeah,
What
what the fuck?
Yeah, it's just like wanted to jump on them a little bit because
Yeah,
they were
that's fair.
running
It was
around.
really effective, you know. At
Oh,
the end
no,
of the
for
day,
sure.
at the end of the day, a lot of you have very good ACs and they don't. So, you know, generally speaking, it's gonna lean in your favor.
Especially
sure.
this fucker here that was talking all the shit. It
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
Yeah.
he got fucked up pretty quick, didn't they? So
I mean, I popped the fire rune on him, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah, that
quite
was some
strong.
heavy damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
3d6 fire damage. And if he didn't die, if he didn't make the strength save again, he would have took another 3d6 fire damage at the start of his turn.
Yeah, that was insane. That was a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Like, from Kai's perspective, he goes into the fog, stabs this guy with a little dagger, and then he just bursts into flames after. It's like...
It's like, holy shit, did I do that?
Yeah, like, what the hell? What the fuck is that? Oh my god,
yeah,
that's so
good stuff.
cool.
Alright,
From
good
Vargas'
shit.
perspective, he jumped out expecting like, oh, I've got you, I've got you now, and then gets fucking jumped on by an orc and a goblin. It's like, oh goddamn.
I didn't think it was this kind of pie.
I had your ass though.
Yeah, you did. That
I
was a
was
nice deal.
literally gonna do the same thing on my turn by pulling him down, and then Keanu's character like Rue pops out and does it. I'm like, do I still need to?
I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
like he was camouflage, man. He was exactly where he stood right now, like the dead orc, and I didn't even see him. I was like, when I jumped out, I was like, I
Yeah.
forgot about him
I
entirely.
mean, he wasn't on initiative initially either, so.
Yeah, and it's gonna be we're gonna have to get used to the whole borderless tokens thing as well. Sometimes they can be hard to see on the map, but we'll get used to it.
It's fine. All it would have taken was me to just look properly.
Oh yeah,
You
so
know, I just I glanced at it.
as you all learn, the reason why I could see your little familiar is because I have blind sight up to a range of 10 feet.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Would
So
blind sight allow you
technically
to
she didn't
see
she didn't see
something?
him, but she
Sense.
knew
I
that
knew where you
yeah
were.
she knew that something invisible was flying around her, and because you
Right.
seemed to be maybe looking at its direction, she probably could assume that it's something that you're doing.
Yeah.
But she didn't really know what it
I didn't
was
know
or
what it
anything
was,
until
I
it
just-
appeared. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was there though.
Yeah.
Love is my caretaker.
Hey,
Well, of course I am. I'll always protect you, Vargas.
I love him so much. He's the best.
I like the way
He's
he
all right.
moves. Like, I love the
You want-
the
you-
squid
Yeah.
in midair kind of.
do you want to
Yeah,
know what
same.
would have been fucking funny? Is if we went to my watch and you still had him flying around, and then I thought it was something random shit because I wasn't looking at him, because it would have been the
Yeah.
first time, and I fucking attacked him.
Yeah.
So I would have. My character was like, "What the fuck is that?" Swing my sword.
But yeah, for now then, we'll be back for next game. We'll get you up to this mine and see what's cracking inside there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop recording for now. Anyone watching, thanks for tuning in. Thank you all for playing, and we'll be back soon.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. I hope everyone enjoyed it. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. No, I've missed D&D so fucking much. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, see everyone soon.